isn't taking any more of that. He said, screw the clip, I need to go for some kills, but he's still getting taken down. Aerith is actually one of our COD mobile creators, and seeing her pop off here in this situation versus one of our professionals, pop off queen.
I will say, Shotzi's in the blender right now.
Yeah, he kind of is.
He's getting confirmed, son.
I don't see any movement.
Absolutely fried, okay? So that's a good sign for all of you guys out there wondering if you could pick up Omni movement fast.
That's what he needed.
You can.
He heard him.
See, look, destroy. He got the best.
He's on his feet. That might be a different lobby, but yeah.
Clearly doesn't play the objective. Shout out to the 520 compared to your teammates' 1,400.
46
Got
elims.
5, bro.
And was that 5 deaths? 46 and 5? Oh.
Get a confirm over here.
Ridiculous.
And this was called the Scourge, and this thing is absolutely insane. It looks so good, and it has a high mag, so you can
ADS
just
is
slay.
crazy.
Yeah, this is a Jackal blueprint, one of the variants. Again, you'll be able to use this in the beta. It just looks absolutely insane. And we saw that matching knife. Again, all the animations, everything looks so cool.
Spooky fish knife.
The spooky fish knife.
I'm calling it that for the rest of the year.
I'm making an emote right now for it.
What are you guys taking with you after your first Prestige?
Oh.
It's a great question. All my attachments, but which one?
I don't know if it works on that.
I'm taking the
Like
Jackal.
that.
The Jack?
I'm taking the Jackal with me.
I'm taking the spooky fish knife.
Aims.
I'm gonna just keep my Marine.
I'm taking the aims with me. That thing. We're watching Kenny use it a moment ago. Very, very impressive.
He was loving it.
Hey, okay, Physic.
And now I'm looking out for the medals. You see the double kill pops up. Things just so much satisfaction as you're playing and popping 2 pieces and 3 pieces. It looks so sick.
We heard Lawrence talk about there's a 1v1, there's a 1v2, 1v3, 1v everyone medal. I mean, that's going to be so fun to keep account of. I mean, not just, for like players having a good game or even in tournaments. All sorts of exciting plays here. Can't wait.
I can't wait to see what's going on here with FIFA Kill. Now, FIFA, one of the greatest Warzone players of all time. He's
100%.
always streaming. On the other side of this, though, you have Aiden. You have Sage. Good news is he's got Jay Smooth on his team here, Alley Cat, but I feel like this might be a stacked lobby.
Yeah, I don't know if that's good news, because Aiden has got a 3-piece on the enemy side of things. I mean, this is a kill feed lighting up not in their favor, but can we just talk about, I think everybody's got tactical sprint on, and I'm going to start yelling at people.
And what I love about this is they're on a strike graph, so it's so close. So every time you spawn, you're just going to be getting into engagements and having to use that Omni movement to get away. As we see a dive comes out of nowhere, couldn't be better timing. Those are some of the things you're going to be able to do. You get shot, you just got to get out of dodge.
So unlike Cold War, on a strike map in this game, it's not necessarily a piece of a large amount that's been trimmed down. It's an entirely new play space, but it's still using a similar art design or a similar palette from an existing multiplayer map.
Themed area is just awesome. And up top, this is the position it looks like you're going to want to hold. This FIFA Kill is absolutely slaying.
And y'all can't see it, but his hair is bright pink. It's kind of getting blinded in this shot, but he's right in front of us, and I'm seeing the sun shining down on him in these shots as he's going to find 2. Has the high ground, will find a 3rd as well. Now, I didn't see much of his player, but his movement is looking cracked.
Marley 13. Having a very good time here at Cosmos. Now, an entirely different experience there, though, Chris. I mean, not necessarily being pinned down in spawn and absolutely beaten alive, but all right, Lila, massive shots.
I walked behind her earlier, and she dropped the quad feed. She's like, how about that one, chat? Everyone is just feeling this game bright and early, and she is not afraid to take on anyone in the lobby.
So Chris walks behind people that quad feeds. I walk behind Tim the Tapman, and he rage quits his first lobby after missing a kill. Honestly, I'm just going to stay on the stage.
Yeah, come with me. I bring the PMA.
And as we jump to Lola, she has the XF4 out with the red dot on. You heard them talking about it, and be able to change her reticle and customize it. That is something we had way back in Black Ops 1. It was one of the best feelings ever. So many features from previous Black Ops games were fine, re-added with that nostalgic feel, but also new. It's been so awesome to see.
Another thing as well, every single time you get a brand new weapon, the optic slot is open and ready. You don't have to level it up. You can put anything you've already unlocked in that prestige. So let's say you've got a big old sight, a ×4, whatever it may be, a nice red dot. It could go on the brand new weapon immediately.
All right, quick question for you guys. They mentioned that there's going to be different themes for the prestiges. We heard about World at War. Will we see a Black Ops 2 one? And is there a chance that I can unlock the FAL in the Cap 40s once again?
Imagine some of the best weapons ever, but we got a bunch of new weapons in this game as well. I'm excited to just get my hands on it, try it out.
Can we see this from Salties?
Some first timers. Some first timers here
in
the Call of Duty world.
Turned on. That's the one I was looking for. When I play against Chris, I'll be getting a couple.
Impossible! I have eyes on my back, and now I can dive backwards.
Did you see that slide?
I have been looking at stuff in the DC. It's beautiful here.
Great stuff coming through as our creators are finishing their first round of Strike. Everyone seems to be enjoying the fun. Alec, what'd you see in that one?
I just saw some incredible movement, and honestly, when I was listening to you guys talk about, you know, getting your medals and all the weapons that are new, also just quality of life updates that all of your classes will move around, whether it's Warzone, whether it's MP, whether it's a private match, rank play. You don't have to keep going in and remaking your classes, and I think that is just so important. It's attention to the small details that Treyarch does really, really well.
And if you guys have been watching all the screens, the finer details, the different HUDs that we've seen, I'm liking you know, people changing it up and making it easier on themselves. As we were talking about yesterday, if you're right-eye dominant, we were moving our mini-map up to the top right, and like, this is how it should be.
It feels right. I mean, that's a very, very easy change. It's just called inverted. There's a lot of presets. We saw two that were locked for now, and there's a streamer, and there's, I think, one that you can fully customize. Could be wrong there, but
we're getting into the weeds now.
Lots of different options for those HUD presets. We're getting a little teaser of some of them here. Again, it's just a new dawn, baby. It's a new day, and it's a long, fantastic year of Black Ops 6 ahead of us.
Now, Miles, you're a full-time employee, and I'm a contractor, so I can ask this question. Can we talk about theater mode yet?
I think
Do I have to wait till later in the show?
I think we can. I'm not seeing any heads.
Nobody's coming to arrest us right now.
There's no red dot on my chest, is there?
We're safe.
We're going to see the best montages.
Can you imagine the clips that are going to come out of this game?
When I'm hitting them jumps and flips and dives, it's going to be a fantastic time, and you get to watch it in all sorts of angles, folks. While we're going to leave our creators for a moment, folks, we do have a bit of an update from Lottie, who's roaming the halls of Call of Duty next with some special guests.
I certainly am indeed. Some very tall special guests. I am joined right now by Keyshawn, Tristan, and Bub from the Washington Wizards. You guys may recognize them. Right, if I can reach here, but Keyshawn, first of all, Call of Duty next. This setting, I think, is insane. What do you make of this setup with all our creators?
I didn't know what to expect walking in here, and just walking in here, seeing the environment, the vibe, and just how good it looks, it's amazing to me.
It's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, it's very vibey for sure. Tristan, have you managed to get your hands on the game yet? Have you played?
Yeah, I played. It's a great game. It's like a new what's the name? New maps, a new setup, and it's very nice. A little different, a little change, and you know, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I'll see how much I'll get on the game.
All right, we'll see how much you're grinding for sure.
I'll grind
Bub,
for sure.
What type of player are you, Bub? Are you multiplayer, zombies? What do you dabble in? Multiplayer?
100%. Don't touch Warzone. I play zombies sometimes. I'm not really good at the game, so I just play Warzone so you can keep coming back to life.
Damn, I was really hoping you'd start being like, I'm going to smoke kids. I'm talking a big game, but that's fair. You got time to grind. Absolutely not. And obviously, we're seeing some of the incredible creators try this out. Are you guys fans of anyone's streams at all?
We've seen a couple of AMP members in here, so it's pretty cool.
Amazing. I love to hear that. And lastly, Tristan, how are you guys feeling about maybe squadding up together at some point when the game releases?
Us three? Oh, we should play for sure. We should start streaming, I think. You know, this has given a good jump start for us. Maybe we get into streaming, so that'll be nice.
Hey, you heard it here first. A Wizards team might be actually emerging out of Call of Duty next. Gents, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the day. Castus, it's back to you.
Thank you so much, Lottie. We've got some of the biggest names in Washington all here to check out Black Ops 6. I wanted to ask you, though, while we're watching more gameplay, who is the greatest celebrity or athlete that you have played with or against or just watched in Call of Duty?
Oh, man, you're talking about skill at Call of Duty, huh? I would say I played with a decent amount of athletes. You know, Marcus Valdez-Scaling was unbelievable at
MVS?
Warzone. MVS is one of the best Warzone players that I've played with. I think he's great. And then Max Holloway, a fighter, unbelievable player as well.
He was really good. I won a gunfight tournament with Michael B. Jordan, the greatest teammate.
Did.
And I went into that. I'm not gonna lie. I went into that fully thinking I was gonna have to carry him. He wasn't gonna know anything. He came in hot as hell, knew everything, had his own call outs. Yeah. He asked me a couple of questions, and I was like, we're absolutely going to smoke this. There's no way we lose. And we didn't.
Did he have an 8-pack or a 10-pack in person?
He was wearing his own clothes.
Why were you looking?
He starred in Creed. He's a pretty good athlete.
Everybody loves Call of Duty.
Let's take a look at the gameplay.
Tim loves Call of Duty.
Tim loves Call of Duty, except when he rage quits.
He did rage quit.
He's not going to do it now. We talked to him about it.
Here we go.
No, he did it like 10 minutes ago.
Zogoro. Oh, wow. He hit that player. Look at the diving.
It looked good to me. It looked good to me.
Go forward, then backwards. And those are some of the gunfights you're going to have to get used to in this game.
I mean,
the
quads on that man. to hit them dives.
Hitting them squats.
Look at this. This is so hard to stay alive. That was a phase player taking him down there. I'm not sure exactly who that was, but on the Shifty, another Warzone warrior.
But also one of the most individually talented, just Call of Duty players we've seen come into the scene from a content creator side. And now competitor in Warzone. He's been unreal, so I'm excited to see what he can display here.
His aims is not missing, Ellie.
No, he's not missing. But kind of piggybacking off of Omni movement, it looks like a lot. Like, it looks very daunting, but I promise you, once you are loading into the game, once you are playing, it comes so naturally. It feels like it's going to be a big change. It really isn't. It's super fun. It's super natural, and you can already see it. Like, people aren't struggling. They're having fun. They're testing out kind of their limits and their abilities with the Omni movement. It is so, so good.
Oh, yeah, at this point in time, I think our creators have had maybe like 2 or 3 hours of total gameplay time. So, I mean, they've picked it up real fast. It's going to feel difficult for them to go back to, you know, a different Call of Duty, go back to MW3 or go back to previous games. You know, we always love to do throwback tournaments and throwback gameplay in the sort of mid-off season. It's going to be hard after Omni movement.
Oh, 100%. I mean, it's going to change the way that you approach basically every scenario. I mean, when you're hitting a corner and you're walking into a building, like I said, you know, when we were talking about it, it just feels natural. Like, it's new, it's awesome, but it feels natural, almost how it should be. And obviously, they've catered the maps towards the movement as well, so everything is smooth when you're running around.
Some games that you'll play in the FPS genre, it feels like you're ice skating around the map. Absolutely not in this. Now, what's happening here, Miles?
Oh, this is, I mean, we're taking a hostage, and we're holding on to this player as a meat shield.
Yeah. Wait, that hipfire was insanely accurate.
So again, this is a new feature in the game. You're able to take these players hostage from behind. This is sort of an alternate to an execution. This is going to go huge in Search and Destroy, in Warzone. You can be able to take a hold of players. They will take the bullets for you. You have a limited amount of time, and if you get rescued, you can be rescued by your teammates. So, and I'm screaming like, it's got me. I'm being taken.
I got you, brother.
I'm being taken. Wheeler's coming out of nowhere.
Climbing the sniper.
Would you call
saving
that
me.
A meat shield?
It's a meat. I'm calling them a meat shield. That's not the. I don't think that's the official name.
It's a personal bodyguard.
I feel like I just got told that was the official name.
I like that you're a personal bodyguard.
That was just what came to my head there.
Against your will, bodyguard.
Hey, guess what? You got a job now for the next 12 seconds. That's right. You'll be guarding me, sir. Marley13, though, thank you so much for that. And oh, yes.
Yep.
Legion.
Why do this ADS and this is crazy.
Oh, he power punched it, too.
Oh, yeah. Legion, do it. Find somebody and blow him up.
Let's do it. Come on.
Yeah, baby!
Oh, no, he's been taken.
Leave him alone.
Oh, no.
Leave him alone.
Well, Legion turns into someone's personal meat shield as the game comes to a close. And a draw. We don't see many of those either.
Yeah.
And I love that they're just using this left and right. This is so sick.
He's screaming for help. Please, somebody save me. It doesn't last forever. You will be taken care of there. And Zogoro, look, man, it happens to the best of us.
So you just have to be aware. You can't get taken as the meat shield.
It's going to be all snipers, right? All the snipers who have been camping, you finally climb up next to them. They don't get to use tac insertion. Nah, they coming with me.
And you know what? You have that prox chat out. I'm talking to you the whole time.
Oh, the whole time. Whispering.
In your ear, literally in your ear.
Okay?
Hey, buddy, what you doing up here?
Do you mind if I just borrow your body for a second?
Just for a minute.
Just take some bullets for me.
All right, Zog, what do you got for me? I'm ready for some Blaine train.
Not much. Not much.
It's coming though. You know, it takes a moment to get used to the aim down sight speed. He's getting collats here. What more do you want from him?
Honestly, I think that was an opposite jinx. I think I just helped him there.
It's all happening here, folks. Collaterals, body shield plays.
Locked.
It's happening here at Call of Duty next. Unbelievable day so far.
Question on Attach. So he won his first world championship when we went to New Movement back in Advanced Warfare.
That is true.
How do you feel he's going to adapt as now one of the old guard in the CDL coming into Omni Movement?
I think he's going to love it. I mean, Attach is a guy who could run any weapon, so we'll definitely be checking him out later today throughout the show.
We'll be checking out a whole lot later on today in the show, but now we're going to take a little bit of a moment to look back. Let's take a look back at some of the best reactions during multiplayer today, brought to you by our friends at TCL. And that does it for Black Ops 6 multiplayer. We're heading out to a very quick break, but when we come back, we'll be back over at the desk with more of our Treyarch developers for an exclusive look at Black Ops 6 Zombies. That's it all, folks. Stay tuned throughout the show for live Warzone gameplay on the new Resurgence map and updates on Call of Duty Mobile and Warzone Mobile 2. Ooh.
Don't go anywhere.
Wow.
Experience the world of Call of Duty with Corsair, the official gaming hardware and peripheral partner of Call of Duty. Introducing the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 collaboration from Movement. Get early access with email sign up at movement.com/COD. Call of Duty Next is powered by Xfinity. Stay ahead of the game with ultra-fast speeds and a smooth, low-lag connection. Operators, get ready to unleash a force of nature with Polaris Razor Pro R, dropping into Call of Duty Warzone in Season 1. Change your game. Scuff Gaming, the official controller partner of Call of Duty. Take your Call of Duty gameplay to the next level with Nanoleaf's modular RGB smart lights. Step into the game and sync your lights with the action on screen for the highest level of gaming immersion. Origin. Customize your PC. Official gaming PC and gaming laptop of Call of Duty.
Welcome back, folks. I found myself up on another overlook perch here at Call of Duty Next to let you guys know that the 5th annual Call of Duty Endowment Bowl presented by USAA will be coming to you live directly following Call of Duty Next. Code Bowl 5 will feature 10 esports teams from the military branches from the US, UK, and Canada to compete alongside the most competitive players in Call of Duty Warzone, including Aiden, Benny Central, Natasha, Olims, Joe Woe, Stode, Symphony, Teep, Westy, Zelena, country music star Kane Brown, and more. Tune in to see who will dominate Urzikstan, be crowned the second Monster MVP, and for the first time ever, claim victory in the Code Bowl 5 Solo YOLO. You won't want to miss the chance to celebrate 5 years of Code Bowl, 15 years of endowment impact for veterans, and learn more about the upcoming endowment pack in Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Stay tuned after next to see who will take home the coveted Code Bowl 5 trophy, live from Washington, D.C. Now, I'll tell you what, folks, the energy in this building is unbelievable, and we've only just really begun. If you are just tuning in live, welcome to Washington, D.C. Welcome to Call of Duty Next. We've had so much incredible news so far, but it's not over yet because we're going to head on down now to the developers at Treyarch to give you guys an exclusive look at Black Ops 6 Zombies. So, GB, you know what to do. It's over to you.
Thank you so much for that, Lonnie. And yes, the Cold Bowl is incredible. Make sure you guys stick around for that. And a great time. And those players are going to throw down in the server. You best believe that. But here we go, folks. We're at the desk. It is now time to talk about everyone's favorite undead thingamajigam. It's zombies, baby. And you guys may have seen this online. Round-based zombies is back. And honestly, I'm stoked. It could be better than ever. I think it is going to be better than ever.
There's only one way to find out.
And how? Yeah, that's right. So now we will have 2 maps at launch, and one of which we're going to be debuting here live at Call of Duty Next. So, folks, welcome to Liberty Falls.
There's a place just round the bend. A place by the name of Liberty Falls. 1991's fastest growing town in America, and it's plain to see why. It's a place of simple tastes. Neighbors help one another. Where church ain't just for Sundays. So if you're passing this way, be sure to stop on by.
instantly unlock the Reflect 115 Camo Pack in Modern Warfare 3 and Call of Duty Warzone.
Let's kick things off with a good old-fashioned hell yes. Round-based zombies is back. We are welcoming to the desk the Treyarch Zombies team. We've got Kevin Drew, Steve Bianchi, and Anthony Saunders. Guys, that Liberty Falls trailer, as Alex said, it's going to leave a mark.
It's intense. It's incredible, right?
Yeah. Small town.
It was peaceful. It's a little more dangerous now.
Yeah, it looked like it would have been a good time out with the family. Now, not so much.
You know, we've been riding the Zombies hype train since reveal, and you know, I feel like I just hit a new level there. But there are two awesome round-based Zombies maps that launched with Liberty Falls and, of course, Terminus Island, which you know we've been talking about over the last few weeks. What does it feel like to just have both of these out in the world now?
Oh, it's so awesome to have basically Zombies Month, where we've gotten just so
really
much
has
time
been,
to show off all the hard work the team's been doing for the last 4 years, and showcasing both maps, very different. We'll get into that, but it's just been great.
Yeah, lots of hard work over the years from the Zombies team. And Steve, Liberty Falls kind of feels like a new setting for Zombies. Like you said, the small town, it's bright. It feels like a little bit of a different place. What, you know, what's this map all about?
Yeah, it's this really idyllic small town. You know, it's in West Virginia, but now it's like the site of a zombie incursion zone. So watch out, it's just destroyed immediately, right? It's crazy, but there's so many details when you look around the map and all these little shops and things like that. You just, it's such a built-out world. It's great, and there's actually all these little stories about the people who used to live there, and some little side quests that maybe you'll find.
You guys, side quests never.
So
what?
yeah, you gotta wait till it comes out. But, you know, yeah.
And of course, Black Ops 6 is set in 1991. So first look at this map on Liberty Falls. It really seems like we're embracing that early 90s era, where of course we see it all over Black Ops 6, but this has got that nice nostalgia.
Oh yeah. So I mean, Terminus is a little hard to get that 90s vibe when you're in a remote Pacific
prison.
Yeah. I've been to a few prisons in the 90s. So
Liberty Falls is really like where we got to just embrace everything from nostalgia, 90s. I think everyone here was a child when they were in the 90s.
Yes.
And so just to bring all these little elements, so for me, it's like the comic shop, bowling alley, video store.
You remember brick and mortar stores, right?
Some fun.
I used to actually work in a video store in the late 90s, you know, with VHS tapes and all that.
shot.
So make sure
when they existed.
Always rewind, right? Yep.
Yeah, be kind and
exactly.
rewind.
Yep.
So you mentioned Terminus, and we know that Terminus is set concurrently, right, with Liberty Falls, because you see the dates and the trailers.
Yes.
So you got people were putting 2 and 2 together on that. What are going to be some of the biggest differences, though, between the Terminus experience versus the Liberty Falls experience?
Yeah, so Terminus, or rather Liberty Falls, has a pretty deceptive calm compared to like the more immediate threat you feel when you load into Terminus. Terminus is dark, it's claustrophobic immediately, so you feel that threat, you know. The brightness of Liberty Falls will have you feeling almost kind of safe, like maybe you could hit up Yummy Freeze, get a couple scoops, but you know, this is zombie
Don't
zone.
tempt me.
Yeah, you know it's not all good. You know, as you explore the map, you'll start to see the signs of the outbreak. You'll see the signs of a failed attempt to contain this thing.
Okay.
So, you know, it'll be everything that you expect. And what we want this to do is like set, you know, we want it to be easy to pick up, you know, but hard to master.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot for players to chew on. It's a smaller map, so again, a lot for players to chew on while they try not to be chewed upon. So, there you go.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm going to write that one down. But speaking of story, because you kind of hinted at it a little bit, it's a failed attempt at a containment, which means, you know, we got to look at the cinematic earlier this week that's going to set up the map. And damn, there's some spooky things happening in there. You know, we're seeing for the very first time the man himself, Edward Richtofen, since Black Ops Cold War. And he seemingly is going to get yeeted into another dimension here by the ether. What does this mean, Kevin?
Well, you know, I think it's the cinematic, first of all, is incredible, but I don't think this is how we expected to find Richtofen, and it's a bit of a change of expectations. We're not going to give anything away right now.
Okay.
But we're really just setting the groundwork for the game in this cinematic. It's basically whatever you saw at the end there, and Richtofen.
Well, and also too, we see his family, you know, I'm going to make some assumptions here. It seems like they were violently murdered, or there's some sort of very.
I think they just were out at the sun too long.
I hope he doesn't have those nightmares.
No sunblock on the picnic. That'll do some things to you.
Yeah. So up until now, we've really been framing him up as this villain.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's done terrible things to our crew on Terminus Island. But now we found out some terrible things have happened to him. So it's a bit more gray than you might have initially thought, right?
Yeah, we're adding some complexity.
Yeah, the best villains are always the ones that believe that they're doing the right thing, you know what I mean? There were some really sick moments in that trailer as well, so you can definitely get the vibe that there was, it's going to be pretty wild. I'm excited for it.
And you did talk about the end there. I'm gonna push on a little bit. I'm gonna push on a little bit. You tell me no. Was that a Maxis voice that I heard there?
I don't know. You could make some assumptions there. If you played the end of Cold War, some things happen that really kind of translate here, and you can kind of connect the points.
So is that what you would suggest players start if they want to get into the story?
While we're waiting, if you want to jump into Cold War, it's a great time to go check out those main quests and
I've
get
been doing
ready. The story.
Yeah, I've been replaying Cold War Zombies. But all right, we're headed right into Zombies gameplay here. But a few quick things for those of you watching at home. We are spoiler-free today. We do not want to ruin the moment, play it at launch. So the main quest and all the Easter eggs are actually turned off. And of course, the dedicated crew is back in round-based zombies in Black Ops 6. But since Liberty Falls happens concurrently with Terminus, dedicated crew's busy. They're trying to break out of prison, so they're not at Liberty Falls. We're going to see a different set of characters played by the folks here on that map today.
Yeah, and so, well, should be waiting any minute now to be jumping into the action, but it seems like once that's good to go, Black Ops 6 Zombies is live. There you have it, and we are in to the action. We're going to be sticking around with this one for a little bit, talking about what we're going to be seeing, and I mean, I'm just excited to have round-based zombies back. That is going to be really exciting. Just fun, just, you know, kind of to see how far you can climb, right? That's always the gimmick, you know what I mean? You want to see how far you can go on that one.
So guys, yeah, we're already at round 10. Where on the map are we right now?
This is the bank here, so they're inside. You can actually get up on the roof of here too. We call this the Alamo. It's like the last holdout that they had here, Project Janus. So it's actually where you'll find the Wonder Fizz inside here. Yeah, we have Juggernaut. This is kind of the classic central point of the map. So there's a lot of good things, a lot of connections you can make between the two major sections here.
So we see we're in this mission right now, Liberty Falls. Who's your handler? You know, like what's the goal of the Liberty Falls mission?
Right. So we actually got introduced to our handler in the cinematic, John Blanchard, and he's the head of Janus Security.
Okay.
You know, Rick Toffin told him, lock it down, try to protect Liberty Falls. As we see here, they didn't really succeed. So you enter as an outside group, and he mistakes you as part of Project Janus. So he starts to team up with you and guide you along to try to salvage the situation, see if anyone's still alive, figure out what's going on, really just try to contain.
But you said that he assumes that you are a part of the group.
So you might not be.
It might not be.
Oh.
TBD.
Yeah. Okay, all right. That is, I'm quite curious to see how that story plays out with there, but that's going to be pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have someone in the bowling alley here. This is Liberty Lanes. And there's my guy, Mr. Peaks. Little neon Mr. Peaks on the wall.
Great place to do some training there on the bowling lanes.
Oh, and we're crafting. We're at the crafting table.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, so crafting's back.
All kinds of goodies.
You can make support, which is mostly score streaks, but a self-revive. We're actually limiting how many self-revives you can craft in a game now to 3.
So only 3 per match.
Make it a little tougher in higher rounds, less opportunities.
I definitely needed that. I needed.
Oh, here's our first abomination.
Okay.
And he's gone.
I mean, that ray gun is... You can always leave it up to the ray gun. Yeah.
Somebody, of course, they go and lock out the ray gun.
So the ray gun has a new look that we're...
Yeah, so the weapons team did an amazing job. They remodeled the weapon and gave it a huge polish pass. So, like the weapon inspect, it looks amazing. You actually see the cartridges as you reload.
There's a lot more animations when he's firing it too. You could see it was revolving around there. So it's really neat. Yeah.
I'm sure we're going to get another ray gun look as we get further into Liberty Falls. Benny Central here, round 11.
Yeah. Now, something I'm curious about, because the world looks very lived in. It's got a lot of, you know, it seems like it has a lot of layers to it, and there's a story to be told in the map itself, right? So, you know, what is like being in this map? Like, how does this relate to the players? Like, there going to be some goodies that they could find around here? Like, what do we have?
Yeah, we have an epic main quest here in this map that you'll be able to experience when it comes out. And, as part of that, we are really upping the challenge this time around. So I think people will be pleasantly surprised of what they need to do to kind of do, challenge their skills and their puzzle solving abilities. But, we also have some really cool rewards for that as well. So we have new operator skins and actually for the first time Wonder Weapon skins as well.
Wonder Weapon skins. That is something that I think people are going to be
the ability to make your ray gun look like a different ray gun.
Yeah,
we're super excited for the day one hunt, on this map. Everyone's really stoked, working on the map. We can't wait.
Yeah, I'm not going to get a lot of work done that day. I got to be honest with you guys.
Yeah.
If you're looking for anything, I'm going to be busy.
You can definitely also see the Omni movement as well playing a role in this too, right? That has to add a different layer to this because now, before you're like, oh, I got to turn around and run. But now you can just like slide back. Yeah, you can just move away. Has that added some fun layers to the Zombies experience?
I'd say definitely with PhD Flopper, you could see up on the hill there, you grab that, you run and jump down, do an awesome back dive and explode, and it's great. It's really cool. The movement makes it so fluid to get around.
You can run backwards now, but there might be zombies behind you, so it's not necessarily an advantage.
It's safe to assume there are zombies anywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
So actually, we have third-person mode.
Yes, and
zombies.
we're seeing it right here.
There you go.
Oh,
so
snap.
That's kind of a nice way, if you're able to play like this, to get a little bit more awareness behind you.
Wow, I did not realize that. That is actually really cool. And then you can also see just like the wild slides.
We're showing off.
It shows off Omni movement really well.
Yeah, cool. No, that's pretty damn awesome. So now, in terms of main quests, can we confirm here that they're like every map is going to have like a main quest at launch?
Definitely. We'll have both at the launch. Both these maps will have main quests that we're super stoked for people to play. Been putting a lot of effort in, tuning and balancing these things. So it's going to be a good challenge. We can't wait.
Should we be expecting that difficulty to be climbing up and again harder and harder?
Yeah, I think
we're always trying.
Yeah,
it's tough when the world is trying to solve a single puzzle, but it's like we always want to make sure the steps are intuitive but hard to discover initially. It's an interesting balance, and we always give it a shot every time, and always trying to hone
challenge your skills too. Right?
Of course.
Yeah. Ultimately, we want more people to dive into the main quests and enjoy the narrative, discover the narrative in Zombies. Anthony, what have you got for players who might be newer to Zombies with Black Ops 6?
Yeah, so in BO6 we have what we're calling directed mode, which as the name suggests, will help direct the players through the main quest. What we've done is allow the quest, or rather the rounds, to progress as the player opens up the map and completes the quest. So as they finish steps, the rounds will ramp up. It'll help keep things under control. We've given it a general cap of round 15, so things will never get too crazy for the players.
Yeah.
But so we're really excited about that.
So you've never really dived into the Zombies experience before. That is like the best way to do it, to like acclimate yourself to that to that gameplay.
Yeah, I know. I think we all know someone that has just either been intimidated or just hasn't been able to get into the main quest because of the difficulty, and we're hoping that this will be a good on-ramp for them.
Oh, we're seeing a trap.
It's Etherella.
Just in.
Etherella.
Yep.
So this is a new trap just on Liberty Falls. Tell us about Etherella here.
This is a life-size action figure here from a comic book, right? That actually you can fire this up, and she blasts zombies with her laser death beam eyes here. But you gotta watch out there, because your head could get clipped too. So be sure to crouch.
Big guy was taking some shots there.
Big guy was taking some collateral damage.
You don't want to hang out in the comic book on top of the counter there. You might get blasted during that. But there's great witty comments as part of that as well. It's really fun. And there's another trap they might come across here as well. The Dark Ether Field trap is around here, and that's a really cool project. Janice set those up. And actually, it'll slow down and dissolve zombies actually when they're in there. And you can
we love dissolving zombies.
And lure them, but you don't want to linger there too long either. It's going to impact you after a little bit of time. So those are really fun too.
A good zombie. Yeah, a good zombie dissolving goes a long way for the soul. Now, I understand as well, because there are a lot of new things that are coming to Zombies. It looks so fun.
Oh, somebody's got the jet gun.
Somebody's got the jet gun. Okay, so
speaking of
Hutch, one of the OGs, we could talk about this. Every map has its own unique wonder weapon. in Black Ops 6.
Yes.
What are we looking at here?
This is the jet gun, right, for this map. This is a favorite returning, maybe fan favorite from Transit that we're actually boosting up here, and you're not gonna break it apart now, right? Like last time, you're gonna actually keep it. It just overheats. So once you construct it, you have it. So obviously, if people haven't played it before, it's made from a big jet engine. So it's gonna suck in all these zombies, chop them up, kind of spit them out the back end of that. You can actually pull in, salvage, stuff like power-ups. We have weapons and things like that too. If you get, so it's really fun to use that weapon, just cranking through the zombies. But you know, it also has a new specialty weapon blast that you can do and charge up, and it fires off. And
that's sick. In case of emergency, break glass type scenario.
Yeah, for sure. Well, like I said, a lot of new things that are going to be coming to this. We just saw even things that are returning that are getting a fresh coat of paint on it. But also, I want to talk about the new perk machines as well, because there's one name in particular that I absolutely love, the Melee Macchiato. It's just too good. What is it? What can you tell us about it?
So this perk machine is new, and it is everything that is 90s. We've got grunge rock, we've got boxing, we've got coffee. So
coffee shops, what's
coffee
better?
Shops.
Yeah.
So Melee
called a cup of Kino. Wait till you see what it costs. Yeah, nice.
You drink it, it replaces your gun butt with this lethal punch that sends zombies flying. Really fun to use. It also ties in nicely with our dedicated melee, which is also coming to zombies. So when you bring your baseball bat and your knife in, it buffs the damage for that as well. So it's a really nice perk, especially early rounds, to get a kind of a heads
Here's
up.
the armor buy, which is new.
Yeah, so we've moved armor as wall buys instead of, it used to get it, you'd have to get it from the arsenal. And so now it's such an important thing that we thought we wanted to get that out there at the level, and it's part of the core progression, right? You're deciding, do I want to get Jug or do I want to get tier 2 armor?
Yeah,
right?
and
that kind of thing.
And that can obviously, you know, like be your undoing ultimately, or it could be the thing that bails you out in the end, right?
Prepare accordingly.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's not just about, you know, all of the new things coming to Zombie, because we actually have some really awesome things returning from previous Zombies experiences that have that exciting twist on top. And one of those things that's hugely important is Gobblegums.
Yeah, so we might have seen it somewhere around here, but we've got several Gobblegum machines in the world. Gobblegums are a consumable buff system that was first introduced in Black Ops 3. They're really fun. You use them and you kind of break the rules. It gives you little, like, really powerful abilities for a little bit of a time, or it kind of progresses your growth. We made a lot of improvements this game, so you always have to earn things in zombies. So it's still important. You make your pack in the front end, but once you get in, you still have to go to these machines. One's free every round.
But you can earn them just through playing, to your point.
As you play, as rounds turn, you always have a chance to earn a gum. What's new and really cool is we actually allow you to take 3 and store them on yourself. So you can actually kind of strategize or make combos and decide how to use them. It uses the score streak menu, very similar to MP. So if you're familiar with that, kind of sorting between those, you can do it here. Really excited to see how people are going to kind of
just feels like you guys are
these things
doing such a great job of just making sure that, like, the person who only plays multiplayer can go over to zombies and also feel at home with, like, some of the mechanics that kind of transfer over, which I think is really cool. Yeah.
I mean,
and that's the awesome thing, especially about, like, Omni movement, the global systems that are coming. We have we called out the HUD presets earlier, which you'll be able to see in zombies as well. Dedicated melee. We've got plenty of stuff.
So much of the stuff we do at the core is so buttery smooth. It's like we want to bring that over into zombies.
You're making me hungry. We're talking about coffee and butter. And maybe it's something about watching the zombies try to eat you that's...
Yeah, it's a little bit of that. But it's a different kind of hunger.
Yeah.
A bit more evil.
So Kevin, augments are also a huge new thing coming to zombies in Black Ops 6. And I've heard this referred to as build crafting a little bit. You get the combos going. You know, how's this going to work?
Yeah, so this is the evolution of a permanent progression system that we introduced in Cold War. This idea that the longer you play zombies, you get to power up your abilities, your field upgrades, your perks, your ammo mods, make them more powerful. What's different this time around is you're unlocking augments, and there's 6 per category of content. So you have minors and majors, and you can equip 1 of each. And the idea here is that depending on what you're trying to do in the game, whether it's high rounds, playing as a group, going for the main quest, right? That's really going to impact how you build your augments and what you set. And so ultimately, you're making your Juggernaut your Juggernaut.
Yeah.
Your Juggernaut.
It's my Juggernaut.
Yeah.
Your Juggernaut is not like mine. Or maybe it is.
Maybe it is. I'm a support player.
So maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
But there's over 100 of these to unlock, and it's going to be a very lengthy journey to unlock all of them. So, yeah, just really excited to see like what combos people come up with and builds.
Yeah. One thing that I always loved when at the studio, when you guys talk about the making of Black Ops 6, sort of these set of core pillars that the game was built around, and one of those is become monster. And that's something that's interwoven across the entire game, but you folks on the Zombies team said, hey, we'll take that literally, and that seems like how we got Mutant Injection.
Yeah, it's a blast, right? So yeah, here we have it. You see, you inject yourself, and you actually can become a mangler for a limited amount of time, and you just plow through zombies and chop them up and blast them. It's great, you know. And we've been wanting to do this for a really long time, and the animators actually showed us like, hey, check this out. Like, let's do this. Let's make this happen in this game. So we're like, yeah. So this is the first score streak that's really meant for zombies, and it's just such a blast to play.
Also, you can hear it, the maniacal laughter coming from the. He's like, you know.
I feel like it's like being a chopper gunner on the ground. Like you're a living chopper gunner. It's like that level of power.
I think you said yesterday too, like the mangler on mangler crime. If you use mutant injection on another, on a mangler.
Battle, it's great. And the VO that he says is great during that too. It's hilarious. It's like,
got to see that.
No, for sure, for sure. All right, well, there's other things to talk about here as well. Kevin, why don't you go ahead and tell us about the Arsenal as well, and like what should we be expecting there?
Yeah, so we've really streamlined the Arsenal this game, and also kind of given it a glow up. It's, it'll be found on the level. It's a one-stop shop for weapon upgrades. It's where you spend your salvage to upgrade rarity and apply ammo mods. What's also really cool though is this time it's kind of got an AI drill and sergeant voice, and it will actually kind of call you out if it notices that you run nearby it. If your weapon's underpowered, it might be like, kind of shout at you.
Yeah, I love it when my NPC judge me.
To get over here and upgrade it, because it's really important to kind of keep up with the power band as these zombies get harder and harder.
Yeah, we just heard someone wail.
I just heard someone scream at no behind us. So
that's how you know they were in a good run.
They might have hit that death animation that we've been hoping to see.
Oh man, and this the abomination is just horrifying. I am not looking. There's like one outside too, right? There's like some massive one. There's just so much to talk about. We're going to be talking about it. Don't worry, folks. Plenty to yap about when it comes to zombies, but we're going to take a quick break, and when we return, we're talking some more Black Ops 6. See you guys on the other side.
Play like a pro on a big screen TV up to 98 inches from TCL, the official TV of Call of Duty. Share the wins. Elgato, the official streaming partner of Call of Duty. AMD, official CPU and GPU partner of Call of Duty Next. Herman Miller Gaming is happy to be the chair provider for Call of Duty Next. Today's players are sitting in Herman Miller Gaming embodied chairs. Check out which gaming chair is best for you at hermanmiller.com/gaming. Triumph, official motorcycle partner of Black Ops 6. Customize your typing. Drop, the official keycap partner of Call of Duty.
Pre-order the new half-scale DG2 Wunderwaffe replica. Bonus, all fans who grab one of these for their collection will get a gift with purchase. Exclusive gold lightning weapon camo.
Okay, we are all so obsessed.
How was that?
We were obsessed with Abby. That was Abby, which is our pet name for the 2-scale Mega Abomination.
Yeah, because he gave that thing a pet name. Oh my word.
Abby.
She hasn't eaten anyone yet.
Yeah, she's been very demure, very respectful.
Very cutesy, very thoughtful. But there's actually a team articulating her smoke, all of the things. She did a moment for the creators yesterday as they were coming in.
Holy crap.
She's so cool.
She has to come home with us. I love her so much.
So we've been in here, so I haven't really had an opportunity to see. And, you know, I saw when I came in today, and I was like, oh, wow, that's big. You know, didn't think much about it. But when you see it moving around and stuff, that really hits home. That is utterly fascinating. And actually, as a matter of fact, you can see right there that there is a little placard. I actually have it right here.
Oh, here we go.
That's
we
right.
have officially won.
I am also a Guinness Book of World Record holder, so I'm very proud to hold this alongside my colleagues at Activision and Treyarch, because this is the largest marionette of a video game character achieved by Activision Call of Duty USA in Washington, D.C. on the 27th of August, 2024.
Abby's a star.
Congratulations,
yeah, we're so proud of her and the team that
built her at Treyarch. So thank you, Zombies team. Huge moment. Guinness World Record holder.
That's a real one. That's a real one right there. That's pretty awesome.
And there's baby Abby.
Yes.
Oh, yes. I mean, again, all horrifying, but now smaller size. So that's just great.
Extra cute.
Extra cutesy. You love to see it. All right. Well, now we're ready, obviously, to talk more about zombies, Steph. But what do we have next here? Because we got a lot of good stuff here to dive into.
Yeah, we talked about Wonder Weapons a little bit. You guys got a quick look at the Wunderwaffe. Wunderwaffe, which we have all been arguing about, which is the correct way. I think I'm siding with the internet. I'm saying
I just call it the DG2 because I can barely grasp the English language.
But every map will have its own unique wonder weapon. We got a quick look at the Thrustodyne, but let's go back and have another look here.
The Thrustodyne.
AKA the jet gun.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. I love that it's called the Thrustodyne, but in its core, it's just a giant jet engine. It's just gonna devour people.
Yeah. Model 23. You know, it's like, what were those other 22 models?
Yeah.
It makes you wonder.
It truly makes you wonder what that first version looked like,
and saw
the person who used it.
We saw in gameplay a little bit, but of course, we still have.
There's that blast attack. Right?
Oh yeah, the blast attack is real. We still have Old Faithful is there, so we got a quick look at the ray gun, but the ray gun has had a bit of a makeover.
Yeah,
there she is.
Good it
looks so
the
cool.
Team knocked it out of the park.
That reload animation is so sick.
So cool.
Man.
And it rotates, right?
Yeah. The back spins, it rotates. You know, you can.
You can tell, like, just again, a lot of work was put into that. A lot of care was put into that. So you know, the whole team.
Can't wait till you see the Wonder Weapon skin for it. You know, I'm gonna show it now, but
we saw a few skins for it as well. I think some people were running around with it.
There's Pack-a-Punch for both of them in there now, right? Which is great. The jet gun can Pack-a-Punch too, right?
Complete the main quest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see what it looks like.
See what that looks like. You know.
Now you really can't talk about the Wunda weapons without mentioning the iconic Wunderwaffe, aka the DG2. And for all those Call of Duty collectors out there, we actually have something pretty dope to show you. Check this out.
Oh,
bam.
There she is.
Boom. Now, not exactly, you know, this is obviously a smaller version of it. A little bit of half scale of it here, of the Wunderwaffe DG2 replica that is now available for pre-order on the Call of Duty shop. And we saw Richtofen use the DG2 in the Liberty Falls cinematic and use it in a lot of creative ways as well, might I add.
Reloading with a zombie's head.
Yeah, you know, that just seemed like a thing to do in the moment, right? Very cool thing to do. But of course, this right here is going to be a perfect shelf companion for, you know, your ray gun collectible that released last year. And I want this, so I'm going to take it.
Kevin said it best earlier, is like, be like Richtofen, keep it next to your bed. You never know what trouble is lurking.
You got like a camo with this too, right? So you also get something else on top of it. So guys, come on, get out there.
An actual camo you can use in-game for buying the Wunderwaffe on the COD shop.
Yes.
Yeah, incredible. That is pretty darn cool. All right, folks. Well, with Black Ops 6 around the corner, now is the perfect time to grab this new addition to your Call of Duty collection. Of course, only available on shop.callofduty.com while supplies last. But that's not the only way to get your hands on one of these bad boys right here. Because Miles, tell us what you got for the people watching today. Let them know.
More Wunderwaffen?
Wunderwaffe, yes. You at home can have a chance to win one of 5 Black Ops 6 Zombies Wunderwaffe DG2s. All you have to do is go to X/Twitter and send a tweet with the hashtags #CodNext, #Black Ops 6, and #Wunderwaffe sweepstakes, and you'll be entered to win one of the 5 half-scale collectibles. Chris, das ist good.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now, and I'm a little bit lazier than you, so I'm just going to scan this QR code. That's going to help me pre-draft everything, and then I can just tag you and tell you how much better I am at Call of Duty Zombies.
Oh, Zombies. Hey, we got to 28, though. That was pretty rocking. How about you at home, folks? Are you ready to get into the Zombies action? Here, the Call of Duty's Black Ops 6 Zombies. Absolute shenanigans here in D.C. Save us, Golden Boy.
They're having way too much fun with that elevated camera.
That stage is so good.
Yeah,
I am obsessed with it.
All right. Well, look, guys, and I know there was a lot to talk about here. Briefly, I did want to touch on real fast, because we had talked about directed mode real quick. But just wanted, I know you guys wanted to emphasize something real fast.
Want to call it, that is actually going to be happening after the launch. So we want to make sure we have that initial window for all of our dedicated audience to go solve that main quest the old-fashioned way.
Got it.
And the idea is, at the start of Season 1, directed mode will come out, and thereafter in seasons, to open it up for more people to experience.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You want people to, feel like, they can discover what they want to discover, but at the same time be able to introduce new players to the Zombies experience, because everyone should play Zombies.
Yeah,
it's freaking awesome.
At that point, too, you group up with your friends who might have done it already.
Yeah.
Bring them on, get your new friends involved.
Unique rewards.
Maybe join the hunt.
Yeah.
The next time around, once you got your feet wet.
So we saw this a little bit earlier in the show, but I am very excited to talk progression challenges coming to Zombies, which includes some incredibly mastery camos that you're seeing on screen now. Kevin.
Here's our time to shine. These zombie mastery camos are equally awesome as the MP. This one's Afterlife. Looks incredible, but I am really excited about Nebula. This thing, when you fire it, it actually kind of heats up in a way,
that looks cool.
And it just becomes more dynamic the longer you fire it, and it feels like you're like, I don't know, weaponizing the cosmos.
I like that. That is a phrase right there. Weaponizing the cosmos for success.
Reticle challenges and the Dark Ops challenges also coming to Zombies, plus the camo track. The camo grind is almost here. I can taste it.
Yeah.
And Prestige shared across all modes.
Classic Prestige across every mode.
And that is just really, really cool. So there's so much, just so many cool things to talk about here today. But look, if you're like me, I've been oohing and on at all the nice, juicy camos that we've been seeing here today. And I mean, again, you have so much that you can lean on here. Make sure you guys are out there, digitally pre-order Black Ops 6, or you can subscribe to select Game Pass plans and get the Reflect 115 camo pack. Of course, playable immediately in Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone. And these look really cool. I mean, just the visual is just striking in of itself there, Steph. Pretty dope.
I already have these.
Yeah.
I'm going to go home and play with them.
I don't doubt it. You have probably everything.
Yeah.
Your inventory is probably wild.
I play a lot of this game, needless to say. But it's another really cool thing coming to Black Ops 6. Zombies are evolving enemies.
Yeah.
Kevin first described this to me as zombie popcorn, which is really gross. But
Changes
Anthony,
popcorn forever for me.
Yeah, Anthony, tell us how these work.
Yeah, so basically we have what's the start of an evolutionary chain represented in the parasite and the vermin. And basically these things will pop out of zombies dynamically throughout an engagement. So kind of switch it up for you. You think you're clearing your horde, and all of a sudden a giant head pops off and turns into a spider and comes after you. And so you have to kind of change where you're aiming. It mixes things up, keeps it interesting, keeps it challenging. You have look down, look up. So, yeah, really just switches things up for you.
Because if there's one thing that we all needed, it's more ways for things to kill us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. I mean, really, it's just more creative ways.
Never enough ways to die. Never enough ways to die.
And you think these are terrifying? There's more on the way.
Just wait till the live season.
We got stuff for you.
Oh, man, it's just
man.
nasty.
There are more coming. And speaking of things to come, Treyarch team, we've obviously got 2 awesome maps at launch, but what can you tell us, what do you got in store for us and beyond that on the live seasons?
So what I could say is that the next map is going to be coming by the end of this year.
Oh,
and that is going to be
round-based zombies map.
Really setting the tone for how all in round-based we are this year.
Yeah, that's quite significant. I mean, you're just so many options for ways to be able to play. That has to feel pretty good for you guys and the team to be able to deliver so much like this.
It feels amazing.
Yeah, I'm personally I think we're all just really stoked about all the maps that we're going to come with. Everything just helps kind of tell the story and just pair all the maps themselves pair with the story we're trying to tell. So yeah, we're all really excited.
So excited about it. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Oh,
there we go.
This is a mutant injection, is it not?
Indeed,
yes,
it is.
Oh my word! You can see him go, oh yeah,
yeah.
It's like the Kool-Aid Man on steroids.
I like his nod of approval.
He might be. I mean, he's all the way in 21, so Ink Slasher is retreating here as we're seeing.
We're not even getting to the rounds where it gets hard yet.
Yeah, and I'm seeing, so there is like a time frame that you have for it, so I can't just go and live out my destructive fantasies unlimited.
Yeah, it's coming back out now.
Time. For a limited time only. Get it while it's hot. Oh man, that is so cool. It just looks absolutely devastating. That would be such a fun way to just clear massive waves of zombies.
Yep. You want to hold on to it for the right time when you really need that, and then pop that and go for it.
Wow.
Awesome.
Oh, we got ourselves a jet gun again.
Oh, no, that's a mangler cannon.
Oh, wait, that's the mangler?
Yeah.
So
if
you shoot the mangler cannon off of a mangler, he has a chance to drop this thing. You can pick it up and get a couple shots, or you can go craft it as well. So it's another kind of a smaller way to get some zombies.
Spend your salvage, get the mangler cannon, or find it. Maim a mangler.
All sorts of ways to kill zombies.
Oh man, well I tell you, it really has been awesome to see all the things that are coming to zombies. And like I said before, it really just feels like you could feel the enthusiasm. I could tell, having talked to you guys, behind the scenes stuff, how much you love this. And it just comes across, to the game that you guys have created, but also to how you guys passionately talk about it. So thank you.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
It was a pleasure being here. We're just excited.
Yeah, round-based zombies is back. Thank you, Treyarch team. It's been incredible to see everyone here at Call of Duty Next playing Liberty Falls, our first ever gameplay of Liberty Falls. It's been an absolute blast having you guys on the desk with us. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us here on the broadcast now. But folks, when we come back, we're going to be diving into some live Resurgence gameplay on the brand new map we're revealing for a new chapter of Warzone. And of course, we're going to be joined by both Treyarch and Raven here at the desk. So make sure you stay tuned. Warzone's coming up right after this, folks. Don't go anywhere.
Experience the world of Call of Duty with Corsair, the official gaming hardware and peripheral partner of Call of Duty. Introducing the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 collaboration from Movement. Get early access with email sign up at movement.com/COD. Call of Duty Next is powered by Xfinity. Stay ahead of the game with ultra-fast speeds and a smooth, low-lag connection. Operators, get ready to unleash a force of nature with Polaris Razor Pro R, dropping into Call of Duty Warzone in Season 1. Change your game. Scuff Gaming, the official controller partner of Call of Duty. Take your Call of Duty gameplay to the next level with Nanoleaf's modular RGB smart lights. Step into the game and sync your lights with the action on screen for the highest level of gaming immersion. Origin, customize your PC. Official gaming PC and gaming laptop of Call of Duty.
Welcome back, folks. I'm here with the Call of Duty legend himself, FIFA Kill, and our fans have actually been voting on the question that they're most excited to ask our creators and hear them answer. So, the winning fan-voted question was, how have you used the new Omni movement system, and how has it been so far today?
I mean, it's feeling good, I'm going to be honest. At the start, I was a little slow. I'm not exactly a movement king, no Joe-Wo, but I got used to it. We started cooking. I was moving around, diving over tables, looking behind me. I was going a little crazy. I think I got a 99 kill game earlier. So I'm liking the movement. It's feeling good. I like the slide too. You can like slide and then go down into like a laying backwards kind of thing. It's crazy.
It's good because you're flexible. You can kind of, pursue your own movement and what you want to do on a map as well. Now, you did mention Joe Woe. I know he's the movement king, but with this new hairstyle, you might be starting to overtake him with this new alter ego that you've got.
I don't know about Joe Woe. I've been called Ninja a lot. But nah, I'm moving different. I can't lie. I've never been a movement king myself, but the Omni movement is great. When you guys try it, you'll see as well. It's very fluid. It's very, very natural. It feels good. I'm happy about it. I'm loving it.
Love to hear that. Fever Kill's moving different. Let's see what our other creators think. Robert, who you got?
Hey, what's up, Lottie? I'm here with the Warzone GOAT himself, Repulse. All right, Repulse, tell us what you think about this new Omni movement system.
All right, man, look, this new Omni movement system, I'm not gonna lie, feels really, really fluid. I think there's gonna be a big skill gap, and I don't know, I feel like I barely got to play a little bit, so I have like a 1% idea of what to even expect, man. But so far, I feel like it's gonna be really fun.
Okay. All right, so now we got 16 new 6 versus 6 maps. We got 4 at launch, and we got 12 new weapons. What are you looking forward to most from this next Warzone?
From Warzone in general, man, I'm really excited to just kind of see what kind of changes are new and what things that they're adding. I don't know what we're allowed to talk about yet, but there's some cool stuff coming. I ain't gonna leak anything. I'm assuming maybe we can talk about it. I don't know, but there's some cool things that we kind of found out during the preview that are like super dope. So I'm excited for the movement to see how much that changes things and just to feel like COD's fresh again.
Yeah, if you're excited about it, you know we're excited about it. All right, so now, before we bounce, I want to play a game with you. All right, I got 2 props. One is a GOAT, right? You hold that. All right, and the next one is a piece of coal. I want you to go around and give these to the creators that you believe deserve them most. All right, here we go.
It's only 3 GOATs?
Only 3 GOATs.
Oh, shoot. All right, let's go find.
All right. Go! Come on. Here we go. He's running. Whoa. All right, nice. Come on now. Who's the GOAT? Who's our GOAT? Uh-oh. Amir. No, he gave Amir a piece of coal. All right, here we go. All right, now why is he a GOAT?
Hey, he's quite literally the best player in the game right now, hands down.
Real quick. Yeah, it's good.
How you doing, brother?
Yo, what's good, man? What's good?
He said you're the best in the world right now.
Yeah, someone would say.
I like it. He's humble.
Them two, they're teammates. That's why.
RG3, what's up, man? What's good? Oh,
I love the hair.
I appreciate it, man. What's good? What's cracking?
They're the best team in the world right now. Them 2 plus 1. So I think it's only fair to call them the GOATs. Plus 1 more. Come on, let's go.
Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Hey, all right, who we got here?
All right, my boy Diaz Biffle, he's the 3rd of the 2 that we just went to. Here, we're giving him the last GOAT status. But look, man, we got a lot of people to get GOAT D. Talk to me, man. How you feeling, bro?
I feel good, man. I'm feeling good.
What do you think about me calling you one of the GOATs?
You appreciate the gas? Hey, he said you're one of the best in the world. All right, find the coal. Let's find the coal. Oh, man. He gave him coal.
That's my GOAT. Look, man, this guy lives with me. He's got to, bro. I got to give him one. I got to.
My dog. I appreciate that.
All right. Hey, we appreciate your Repulse. All right. And Lottie, why don't you go ahead and tell him a little bit more about the beta?
Unbelievable. He gave him coal and then dapped him up. I mean, that is the craziest switch around I have ever seen, but that's why I've got RG3 over there doing the cardio, and I'm giving you guys the good news. The Black Ops 6 multiplayer beta early access kicks off on all platforms in 2 days on August 30th at 10 a.m. Pacific. Pre-order now for early access so you can jump into the beta starting on Friday. Now, let's jump over back to the desk where developers from Treyarch and Raven will be joining us for all things Warzone.
Thank you so much for that, Lottie, and welcome back to Call of Duty Next. And we are about to watch some live Call of Duty Warzone gameplay. I'm stoked. It's going to be awesome. Steph, we got some guests with us here today, too.
That's right, GB. We've got the very first live gameplay of the all-new map coming to Season 1 later this year. So buckle up, because you're going to want to see the debut of this Resurgence map coming up here shortly. But we are excited to welcome our guests to the desk. More talented people from Treyarch. We have Brittany Beidelman and Miles. Leslie, guys, it's almost time.
Let's go.
Yeah,
I'm so hyped
you
up.
excited?
Let's go.
I mean,
Yes.
like the electricity in the room.
Play. Let's go.
Okay, all right,
I do too.
So you know what? Let's just jump right into it. Let me not waste you guys' time anymore here. All right, Brittany, Miles, of course, thank you so much for joining us here today. And we're going to be talking about this new Resurgence map that's going to be coming to Warzone, courtesy of Treyarch. What it's been like building this experience for y'all, because it must feel great to see it now out in the world.
Yeah, it's been really putting so much passion across all the teams, and special shout out to the Treyarch teams, the Raven team, the High Moon Studios teams. Everyone has really come together on what the dream and vision of this map is, and every single piece has been touched. So much intention. We're so excited to talk about it and show it off.
Nice.
Because it's been a minute since we've had a new Treyarch map in Warzone, so this is really exciting.
It's a big moment, yeah.
Yeah, the team at Treyarch has been working tirelessly on this map. We are thrilled to finally be able to talk about it and show it to the world.
I love that. Well, here we go. I mean, look, guys, without further ado, let us introduce you to
Area 99.
All right, Area 99.
Welcome to the Pod Dormitory. Weapons testing. Mannequin assembly. A nuclear reactor. The House Factory. Nuketown shipping. Well, howdy there, folks. It's your old pal, Archie Adams, to welcome you to the Echo. Safety first. When in doubt, ask what would Archie do?
We have arrived at the birthplace of Nuketown.
Wow.
And here's your very first look at our overhead tac map of Area 99. Brittany, we're here.
We made it.
Yes, we made it. You said it, Stephanie. Welcome to the birthplace of Nuketown. We have 10 POIs, each with their own gameplay flair and thematic connections to Nuketown. This is uniquely a Black Ops map with a ton of character. It is, we just cannot wait for players to get into this.
Yeah, and we actually have more POIs on the version of the TAC map that you're seeing here today. On the streamers TAC map, once they're in game, it's gonna look a little different, but you know what? This is where we're headed for launch. We're obviously going to see alpha gameplay of Area 99. We got live gameplay coming up on Area 99 in just a few minutes, but first, let's take a closer look at our points of interest. Brittany, take us away.
Yeah, so Area 99, you're parachuting in. What's the first thing you see? Our Nuketown house suspended mid-air. It is so awesome. Up here, you have a view of other Nuketown houses that have been swallowed up by the sands of time. Then we have our test site. This is where experimental weapons are tested. The observant player may recognize that we have a prototype Guardian in the space, which is a fun nod.
Lots of little treats there.
That's cool. That's pretty cool. That POI connects to our underground bunker space. So down here, the players are more self-contained, separated from the chaos on the surface. But I recommend grabbing a gas mask before going down there.
Okay.
Then we have our bunker space. This is our bullseye in the center of the map. It's also our tallest POI with multiple levels. But what's most important about this POI is actually that it is connected to every single other POI in the map through a network of trenches.
And it's got radioactive goo.
There's also radioactive goo.
You will take damage from.
Yeah,
trust me.
Yeah. We have our manufacturing POI. This is where the Nuketown houses are made. This space is fun. We have doors, windows being carried throughout the space. There may or may not be a sneaky zip line in here somewhere. I'm not going to tell you where it is.
You have to go and find out.
Gotta go find it.
Oh, I love everything about this.
Then we have our mannequin assembly space. This place is really fun. So, okay, the backstory of this is it has been overproducing mannequins throughout the years, and now
not scary at all.
It's a little bit creepy. Players get to run through massive piles of mannequins. Mannequin limbs are just tossed throughout.
As one does.
Don't get squashed by our mannequin smasher. And then we have our pods. This is where the people who worked at Area 99 used to live. This is the fun, stacked, smaller engagements. And players here really need to listen for those footsteps of other players in order to hone in on their targets.
I mean, this just looks so cool.
Pod's final circle, absolutely wild. I really hope we see one today in playtesting. Final circle on pods, you're going to have one of the wildest fights I've seen in Resurgence in a long time.
And something that stands out to me just looking at that overhead map real fast is a lot of color. You know, a lot of visual color that's really going to stand out when you're like moving through the map. You really get the idea that like, well, I'm moving into new POIs. I'm going into new environments.
Absolutely. That was super critical for us across just deconstructing Nuketown and bringing that color and fun in that sense back.
Yeah. Now, here's the other wild part that, you know, I genuinely just didn't even consider it being a thing, that there's a story around Nuketown. How did the creative come about for this? Because what an utterly fascinating way to approach not just making a map, but also tying in the lore of this simple map that we were introduced to years ago in Call of Duty. How did you guys come about doing it?
Yeah, I mean, we are super inspired by Nuketown. It's a fan favorite. We love it. And when we had the opportunity to bring something to Warzone, we really wanted to bring the frenetic energy of Nuketown. And so we deconstructed it. And part of that is the history of the space and how fans love the history of it and the gameplay. So we tore it apart, broke every single piece down. Like Brittany said, there's so much intention. But this had to be where they're making all those Nuketowns and then shipping them off to the desert to blow them up. This old, you know, abandoned military facility built in the 1950s. You know, we leaned all the way in. And so when you see that color and you see so many unique POIs in gameplay, it all stems from that idea is, where was Nuketown made?
Yeah.
Area 99, baby.
Very, very interesting. Now, narratively, I'm absolutely just in. I'm down with this. But I'm also seeing a lot of really cool areas, Brittany. We can have some fun engagements. What were some of the core design philosophies that y'all wanted to implement on this to really make it feel like not just you're playing Nuketown, but you're playing Nuketown in a scale that's never been tested before?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the most important things that we wanted to do with this map was, like Miles was saying, tell the origin story of Nuketown. And in fact, Nuketown itself was a key source of inspiration for our map.
Yeah.
So we pushed for more of a classic 3-lane design, and that was strategic because we want to funnel players together towards the center of the map.
Yeah.
And by doing this, you'll have quicker engagements, faster gameplay, and that's what we want from this space.
Yeah.
We also have a lot of like vertical, taller buildings in the space, and that's also strategic because we want players to gain awareness of where other teams are, using the rooftops, things like that, help them think tactically in the space, and again, all for the the need of having the faster engagements that we want in that space.
I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of really fun fights at Reactor, right in the center. As you mentioned, it's like a bullseye. It's tall. It's beautiful. There's underground
the second you drop, you're in it.
Woo! Let's go.
Yeah. Again, all hit up with that toxic sludge.
All over the toxic. Yeah. Well.
I'm going to land right into it. I already know that that's happening. My friends are just going to have to deal with it. Yeah.
But Brittany, what can players expect in terms of comparing Area 99 to other Resurgence maps that they know in Warzone right now?
Yeah, so players can expect this map to bring the fast, frenetic gameplay that we all know and love from the OG Nuketown. It's coming to Resurgence in Area 99. And when you look at the pre-existing portfolio of Resurgence maps, you'll see that Area 99 is actually very similar in size to Rebirth Island.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
man.
That'll make a lot of people excited. Also, another thing I had noticed as well is just, the map layout itself, gives you a lot of great opportunities for rotations, to really move around the map fluidly. It feels like you guys really thought about that. Like, how do you get from POI to POI in a very smooth manner, right?
Yeah, there's so much care, like Stephanie was saying, and the team's absolutely crushed it as we've been playtesting it, is having those conversations on rotations and approaching it from a Warzone and Resurgence point of view. That was key, is, again, taking MP Nuketown for Resurgence is key. it absolutely feels and plays like it.
Yeah, well, speaking of the feels part of it, I mean, the aesthetic stands out big time.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So let's talk about that inspiration, why you guys went the direction that you went with this very retro style, if you will.
Yeah, so when you look at Nuketown and where really the origins of that, it's got this retro futurism sort of aesthetic.
There's a word for that.
There's a word for it.
There is a word for it.
Let me get the dictionary.
Conversation. Everyone is
Today
like,
I learned.
It's abandoned, but it's Nuketown. What does it mean?
Retro future. So this was a key inspiration across all the buildings, and really because it's a projection of almost what the 1950s thought the future was going to be. That's really through all the machinery, the robots, the crusher, the reactor. It feels like that, and that was important to us. So you're constantly immersed in Area 99, and you know it's Black Ops. You know it's special to this moment, and you know Area 99 is bringing something fresh and new.
And Archie.
And Archie
Adam.
Come on, you heard him at the top. He's really a special character to the team that we crafted to be the mascot for the nuclear reactor and the nuclear world that Area 99 is bringing. So
the spiritual leader of Area 99. I think we're going to see a lot of him.
Just remember,
hopefully.
do what Archie does.
I love it. I love it.
You are going to hear him in the map. He's all over with the PAs. It's fantastic.
Awesome.
And of course, like I said, this is alpha gameplay that we're seeing here today at Next, because this map is obviously still few months away from launch, but the streamers here live at Next are going to be dropping into Area 99 shortly. Brittany, I have to ask you, I have my own thoughts. I have my own favorite place to land here. What do you think the hot drop's going to be today?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. I think the hot drop today is going to be our manufacturing POI. That's the one that has all the Nuketown houses getting built, right?
Okay.
Any mini Nuketowns.
All of them, yes. And so this is going to be a hot drop because it is a parkour playground inside. Players can run, jump, climb on all of the different house pieces. It's going to be so fun. And it's a good, testing ground for that Omni movement system.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. It's absolutely
My
fantastic.
favorite is, I have to say, House on a Crane. You talked about it first. It's
House
in
on a Crane.
Nuketown shipping. You cannot miss House on a Crane. You got a great vantage up there. Miles, do you have a favorite?
I do. So, I mean, it's hard to choose, but personally for me, I love to get into the command bunker underneath. I like the SMG, the shotgun. I like to really try to dominate that if I can. The circle might push me out, but I'm going to try to hold it. And I have a soft spot where really when you were looking at it is callback to Blackout, Nuketown Island bunkers underneath.
My
for everyone
man.
that knows.
My man. Love it.
It's got that vibe and that feel. So I love to just kind of sit down there like a hermit and a creep and just kind of like watching people.
Okay, duly noted.
Yeah,
We got to play
I'm
sometime.
I'm going to see you down there.
Yeah.
See, I like that strategy, too. Just way in the corner. Really.
I didn't say a corner. Okay, GB.
I'm going to a corner.
He said command center.
Tactical defending.
Okay, but outside of the command center, we're looking outside the bunker. If I happen to look at the periphery of the map, out into the desert, saw some conversation about this online. What else might we see in that Nevada desert?
Well, you might see a hint of something fans love that might come later. We'll see.
Okay.
Get something with scope. You might see
Just
something.
a little hint
You guys,
there.
you guys out here with the teases and everything. My
can't give
goodness
it all
gracious!
away. Come
Every time. All right, folks. Well, we'll be back with more Warzone coverage, including talking about Battle Royale updates, ranked play, and more. But for now, though, let's send it over to our casters for some brand new gameplay of Resurgence maps, Area 99. Fellas, take it away.
Thank you very much, Alex. Area 99 is a mere moments away, but myself and Chris, raring to go.
Yes, I want to dress up as a mannequin, though.
Ooh,
just random
mannequin
comment.
skin. Well, folks, we've got some very, very exciting news for you. That's right, folks. Welcome back to the Castle Circle, Miles and Puckett, and we are welcoming you right now to the TCL Power Hour. For those of you who were here last year, you know what it's all about, but during this next hour, we'll have our creators try to complete these 9 challenges while in the middle of the Battle Royale. These 9 challenges will come them 9 opportunities for you at home to win a 65-inch TCL TV. 9 of them.
65 inches?
65 inches and 9 chances to win 9 TVs.
I like these different challenges. This is going to make the gameplay extra spicy if it wasn't enough. And also, if you want to be involved, use hashtag CODNEXT and hashtag TCLXCOD sweepstakes to enter. Check out the full rules below. Make sure you're doing it right, Miles.
Oh, let's get to the game, Chris. We've got a whole lot of action to get through. Area 99, folks. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Honestly, can't wait, Chris. Mannequins.
Great.
Imagine a mannequin skin. That would be a very, very
I'm trying to
interesting
get
thing.
it like in week 1. It might take till season 2, but I mean, who doesn't want to dress up?
I do. Look, the idea of a new Warzone map is incredibly exciting to me. I've been so pumped for this.
All right, get up.
So many talented gamers here as well. I was just looking around to see who would be in our lobbies. This should be fun.
Yeah, we had a chance to, I stood behind Shotzi for a while, got to watch him running around, a little bit of trash talk. I was told to run across the stage and unplug Iceman Isaac's setup, and I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't going to do that, Chris. I'm not that guy.
No, and we should remind everybody, Stephanie said this a few times, this is just alpha. We're going to see an even more polished version by the time you get your hands on it. But Miles, you and I saw this last night. We had it just a few hours into it. What did you like most when you were playing?
I mean, it sounds like quite a cop-out, Chris, but I just love the idea that a single map from Black Ops history can inspire this huge play space. The idea that we're going like the home of Nuketown. There's this weird sort of like nuclear family feeling going on. There's mannequins being built. There's all sorts of cool stuff. It's just very exciting.
10 different POIs, and yet we can see, of course, all of our players bounce around to different ones. They said what's going to be the hot drop, maybe manufacturing. I think it's going to be Nuketown shipping, though. Everyone just wants to go to the place that has Nuketown in the name.
Yeah, right. I also love the idea that there is this sort of floating part of the Nuketown map above everyone. To me, it's just such a cool idea to, you know, show a little bit of homage. I know you can look out across the desert, and in the distance there is, you know, the OG Nuketown, which, let's face it, Chris, is going to be in this game somewhere, right?
Absolutely. I do have to say, Ghost, if you're watching this one, my boy Knight did not make it to COD Next this year. I personally want to vouch for this guy after watching him play for Twisted Minds. Knight is a resurgence monster, and he refuses to play the big maps. He's like, Resurgence is my home. Why leave?
Why leave? And again, the idea that this one is a similar size to Rebirth Island, very, very exciting. So again, you've seen the top-down view, you're seeing some of the action at home, you know what you're getting yourself into, folks. It should be a fantastic time. And the whole time, Chris, we've barely brought it up. The entire feeling of like Omni movement being in there, Brad is getting involved, lovely bit of work there with the Tanto 22, and he goes down, but look, a smile on his face and a heart full of joy.
Yeah, maybe you'll come back here in about 17 seconds, Bradders. Excited to have you with us here in DC, one of our 250 creators all playing Black Ops 6 for the first time. Let's take a look, though, at some of the other screens. It looks like Ocean Ops is continuing to dominate. His teammate fell, but Ocean Ops going to keep slaying out.
That's a lovely top-down look. Reactor, obviously the highest point of the map here.
To the pods.
The pods, boy. To the pods. Dive.
Are you a green pod or blue pod guy?
I think I'd be a... Well, I'd quite like to look at that purpley pod.
You're a purple podder.
Although the yellow pod looks like the tallest one. And these sort of... these habitation locations for the staff here at Area 99. Let's have a quick look and see how it looks on the inside. Cool, look at this. Better than my place in LA.
Bigger than my New York City apartment as well. Well done, Future.
Well done, Bleak Future. This love, this atom punk vibe, plates, you name it. All the goodies you would expect from Warzone, and of course, brand new weapons here in Black Ops 6. See some dives, mate. Come on.
I was going to say,
you've been doing it all day, Bradders.
Decent ground loot as well. Every gun you pick up feels like you can do damage with it. There was very few items that I was like, oh, this is never getting used.
A lot of nice shots there. Aim Brot taken down.
And J-God's in this lobby I just saw. Can we get a J-God screen up here?
He's on his team, man.
One of the legends, of course, of content when it comes to Warzone. If you ever want an update, you go to his channel. He's going to tell you what the meta weapon is, what to be doing in-game. He's a family man as well. Always entertaining.
Oh, very indeed, a family man.
On the right side. I thought maybe
a man who loves to pick about his own gameplay. But once again, where are we going, folks? Where are we dropping? What's the game plan?
See, this is what happened. We had a good game going.
They had a good game going.
Yep.
Break it down for us, J-God.
Now we're like on Regain Central.
Now we're on Regain Central.
Yep, okay.
I mean, Ocean's patrolling the rooftops, making sure he's got a safe landing. Is there any gear up here? That's going to help out.
Certainly going to help. That's a full squad
so
mark.
We got that. Vest.
I love the narration of his own gameplay. Keeping the chat involved for maybe those who are driving or not necessarily paying too much attention to what they're seeing.
Instant YouTube video, you know? Why make edits? Oh, it's quick looking at loot, dude.
He's trying to figure out the new pickups. Oh, okay, this is the armor satchel. What's this? Someone's shooting him in the back. I'm trying to make a YouTube video over here, mate.
Trying to read. All right, now we did get the reinforcement flare. That is going to be massive. Anyone who plays Resurgence already familiar with that aspect. But basically, you can get your buddies back extra fast, extra easily.
Well, another absolute demon in the Warzone world, like Shamu.
Rooftop with me on ping.
And listen to comms already rooftop on ping. They're doing their absolute best, folks. Running through. That's a squad white. See the nice gold highlight there. Another change again to the user interface here on Black Ops 6.
And unfortunately, Espresso still looking over Shamu's body. He's not happy about it. We got to go over to Biffle, though. This guy, I think right now, if it's not Shifty, Biffle is the best player to ever touch Warzone.
I mean, we saw it. Repul's giving him the little goat statue with damn good reason. Watching his Ames 85 here, one of the new assault rifles in BO6. Nameless giving it a lot of love in one of our pre-match segments. Big AR guy, bro.
I love this gun. It's absolutely amazing. And getting to see Biffle run it, he's going to do some things that I just can't do, so this is exciting.
And, of course, showcasing the new movement. How do you get to high ground? What's the head? He doesn't matter what armor you have. He has better aim, and that is another one added to the pile. You look at, is that 17 already?
Yeah, oh yeah, 17. That's the top right-hand side of the screen. His elimination count. 6 players remaining in the game as well, Chris. We are looking at a very, very late match here.
They popped the UAV. They know at least where 4 of them are, and this is just hunting time. This is what these boys do.
Well, he's got his dedicated melee out. Does he have any idea? Does he have any idea that this is going to be a moment in the VCL Power Hour? Looks like someone's going to get a TV.
Chauncey's coming on in, and here comes the revives as well. We love Power Hour. Once again, if you're just joining in, we have 9 65-inch televisions to dish out. All you got to do, hang out and throw up some hashtags.
A little quick look at the cluster munitions, cluster strike. That's an absolute classic, a staple from the Warzone world. Good shots, couple of tags. Not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, still dialing in the XM4. This might not be the final build.
Yeah, it might not be. Who knows, though? I mean, again, our players, they didn't necessarily have time to create their own custom classes, but what they picked up, they're all very solid, you know?
No, they're going into zone. They're going into zone.
They got money for days, calling out the rotation. Biffle, I don't think so, he says. Ending your map a little bit early, and now they've got numbers advantage.
That player does get the revive, so a couple more folks coming back in. This game is not over yet, but Biffle, 18, looking for number 19. These shots are sensational with the ground loot.
I love what we're seeing here. The communication is perfect. Always know where their enemies are. They've got them pinged on the map. And Biffle on the flank is going to get caught out here. Goes for the in-system reach out. You can't hit the movement, baby.
He's getting down. His teammates hitting the assassination. And that is that, folks. Your first Area 99 victory. Biffle and the boys.
Let's watch it one more time. This is Repulse's perspective. The podcast GOAT right now, and you can see they're dropping a 51 bomb as a squad. Welcome to Resurgence here in Black Ops 6.
That's not a bad place to be. Well, GG's there, folks. A very, very exciting look. Very, very exciting look there to start things off. What an unbelievable run. 51. We'll see if anyone can beat that during the day.
A quite delectable bite of Warzone action right there, Miles. And you can't ask for a better ending. We have so many studs, though, in the building, so many fantastic players, and all of these players are live on their personal channels. So go find your favorite in addition to watching the main broadcast.
In addition to watching the main broadcast, a little birdie has just told me that Lottie is on the floor with a very special guest. Lottie.
Go Cowboys.
Thank you so much, fellas. We're actually heading over right now, aren't we, RG3, to Tim the Tapman for a From the Chair interview presented by Herman Miller. Tim, first of all, welcome to COD Next. Lovely to see you. How are you liking Area 99?
So far, loving it. Didn't fully get to dive into it just yet, but, I'm a slow learner, so hoping a couple more games and I'll be able to, compete with some of these other pros around here, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's I say that every time I start playing.
Yeah, that's me, bro. That's me.
But Tim, just for you, 4 years waiting for this game to come out. They've been putting it to develop, the longest ever between Black Ops games. What are you looking most forward to?
I think for me personally, it's definitely that Omni movement, and it's literally flipped the game on its head. Like, I didn't know what to expect before coming here, and now being here and playing it, it really is like, you can't, like, I'm going to go back and play the old COD, and it's going to feel so different compared to what I was playing here. So that, hands down, that's hands down what I was most looking forward to, like, trying out and running with, so.
100%. I mean, sometimes it's really the little things, isn't it, that makes such a big difference. And speaking of little things, what is that on your desk, Tim?
Well, so, RG3, I saw that you had one of the largest croissants ever in Paris. And so what I did was I tried to find the smallest one I could possibly find for you.
Oh, my
so,
God.
You're welcome.
Tim,
don't eat it all in one bite. You know what I mean?
My long lost love right here. You know what? Only thing that's missing is my wife, so I might as well eat it, right?
Oh, that would have been.
My teeth are too big. Fortunately, my teeth are too big.
That's all right. It happens to the best of us, but love that so much, Tim. Thank you so much, and best of luck in all your future games, mate.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I need it. I'm starting to cook a little bit, you know.
He's cooking. Tim's cooking at COD Next, and only here, folks. Casters is back over to you.
Thank you very much, Lloyd. Well, I'm joined back on stage now with some very, very special guests with a very special announcement about the Call of Duty League's Endowment Black Ops 6 pack. I'm here now with former Navy SEAL and current Performance Capture Director at Treyarch. I'm here with Miguel Vega. Sir, an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, of course. We're here with a very exciting announcement today. The Call of Duty Endowment Tracer Pack will launch October 25th for Call of Duty Black Ops 6. It was inspired by and created in close collaboration with former UK Special Forces operators who are here with us today on behalf of Through Dark, a British apparel company founded on the principle that veterans are cut from a very special cloth. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thanks, Miguel.
How's it going? Thanks.
Can you tell us a little bit about the inspiration behind the Endeavour Pack?
Yeah, so we've spent the majority of our military careers within UK Special Forces, and in this time we live by the mantra, endeavour through adversity.
This experience, however, is not reserved for the military elite. It is universal and human. We all encounter hardship in our own lives in our own way.
Ain't that the truth? And how did this collaboration with the Call of Duty Endowment come about?
So like the best of plans, interests were aligned from the beginning. As military veterans, the mission of the Call of Duty Endowment resonates deeply with our own brand of beliefs. So developing the Call of Duty Endowment's first ever UK operator skin, knowing our efforts would directly follow veterans across the UK, US seeking meaningful employment.
As you mentioned, this is the first UK operator skin. What does it mean to be a part of that milestone as UK veterans?
Well, our ethos as Royal Marine Commandos of the Special Boat Service is inextricably woven throughout this pack. From the operator kit to the loadouts and pack essentials, our goal was to create something unquestionably authentic. As proceeds from sales of this pack will employ veterans in both the US and UK, it is incredibly humbling knowing that we get to continue serving the community we all came from.
What can our players look forward to most as they await the launch of this pack?
So our hope is that players recognize that the good they will do by purchasing this pack to help the veterans. Without giving too much away, I'd advise other players to watch their backs, check the corners, and stay away from the water once this pack is live.
While a picture is worth 1,000 words, we would like to leave you all with just one: endeavor.
Well, there you have it, folks. The very first look at the Call of Duty Endowment Endeavor Tracer Pack. For a deeper dive into the pack components and more first looks, be sure to tune in to the Call of Duty Endowment Bowl immediately following this broadcast, where Louis, Foxy, and I will do a deep dive into the pack. And be sure to get the pack on October 25th when it launches for Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and join more than 3.5 million players who have outfitted their Call of Duty operators with endowment items to help us place more veterans into great jobs. We can't do what we do without your support. Thank you both for joining us today.
Cheers, mate.
Brilliant. Thanks, man.
Let's get back to gaming.
Thank you very much, James. Well, wicked announcement. Very, very special. We do have much more gameplay here at Call of Duty Next. You can grab the Endeavor Pack October 25th when it all comes into the store. Thank you very much again, James. Absolutely brilliant stuff.
Thank you.
Back over to Tim, the Tap Man. And Tim's actually looking very good. I'm also waiting for my partner in crime, Christopher Puckett, to re-emerge. But for now, folks, you've just got me. What a day we've had so far here at Call of Duty Next. It has been a very, very good time. On board with Timmy. Enjoying himself a little bit of time out here in Area 99. Buzz and Legion, Chris, what a squad.
This is a team. I like what we're going to see here. It's been a competition between Tim and Legion to see who can have the most ridiculous clips. I think Legion's had more time alive.
Well, look, that certainly helps. Legion, though, just going down there. We're seeing on the left-hand side of the screen. And it looks like Tim has opted for a different HUD as well. Now, this is something we're going to be talking about plenty. A massive, massive change here. Doesn't just affect MP, doesn't just affect zombies, because all of the HUDs are different, Chris. I mean, so you've got the ability to really customize your game depending on what you're playing.
And some of the perks are going to have an effect on your UI as well throughout this one. You can see Legion having a tough time saying, Tim, I'm good, I'm good. He's not good. Don't go for that revive right now. That's going to cost the squad. Can Butters keep him in it?
Bro. Butters can definitely keep him in it.
She was popping off in zombies. I went by, was not squatting up. She was going solo, and she was into the deep rounds.
We got a decent loadout here. I mean, decent gear. We've got no plates, though, for Butters.
Care package? Come on now.
No, she's got the squad covered. Absolutely love that there. Legion, of course, and Tim, they're now coming back in. We'll see if our team of heroes and heroines can keep things rolling.
The lads are here.
Let's see what we got.
Let's see what we got. Ooh, that's not bad.
That's a legendary looking, we got X4, we got ourselves a big old snapper rifle.
Little tracker.
That's a lovely care package.
And it's just going to be a moment to loot up for the squad. Can we go? Thank you. We are going to some people ready to frag out, and this squad is devastating. Iceman Isaac, the Strat Wizard, alongside Teep and Jowo, the Movement King, showing you how he's going to survive in the new game modes.
Of course, the first map we saw a 51 bomb from Biffle's team. Now we're watching the boys on the other side. Yui there popped by Iceman Isaac. And again, a lot of the things are going to be very familiar to you. If you're a Warzone player, you're going to be carrying across a lot of information. Yeah, it's a new game and there's new things there, but a lot of those familiar entities, Chris, are going to exist. Like certain elements of the store. You know, we've got a new backpack system. The backpack's gone. So that's a big, big change. That, I mean, I'm looking for players who show me the UI, man. Come on.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of POIs, I'll tell you that. This crew is moving Teep, though, in a little bit of trouble. Can Joe get some help? You look at the mini-map. They're going for the divide and conquer strategy. No one within about 1,000 meters. I've measured the map a lot.
1,000. An entire 1,000. Joe's back in 5. Meanwhile, his teammate Iceman Isaac doing everything they can to stay on the move. A little bit of points there. Again, you are a very slight reward, Chris, for not being a camper.
And high ground, of course, is always crucial anytime you're playing here in Resurgence. You got to look out for the folks dropping above you. But let's go over to Destroy. This guy plays with so much confidence, and he is a momentum gamer. So when he is rolling, it's so hard to stop this.
And watching that Omni movement, seeing the way he's able to sprint left, right there, get right back into that fight. He evades a bit of action, gets himself into it immediately, and now he's on the prowl. And again, what a familiar look here. We're in one of the Nuketown houses here. And we're missing a couple of mannequins and a couple of pieces of furniture, but it's just so cool to see these places in this final circle.
Waiting for the skies to clear, unable to use his strike, and he is going to get run up on. Trouble for Team Destroy. Let's go over to Shifty and Hisoka, though. 2/3 of the Falcon squad that just dominated at EWC.
Oh, these boys, they got GOAT status approved. Here comes Evan. Hisoka on the long-range Overwatch. Big tags, nearly perfect shots. Wow. Even here on BO6, he's shooting hot.
Ripping through that body armor, and you can see they are just hunting at this point. They are going for a high score. Repulse and crew dropping 51 as a team.
UAV, we're looking for an advanced UAV in a moment. Yeah, there it is, advanced UAV. Pop 3, get the advanced. And now you're in serious trouble. Hisoka on the prowl here in the lobby. Precision airstrike on its way.
Once again, all these players are live. Go check out their individual point of view, especially this one. If you are the in-game leader, if you're the one calling out rotations for your squad, there's no one better than Hisoka. He has been a difference maker when it comes to endgame.
I think I watched Hisoka win the Warzone World Cup way back in 21, 22, something like that. Another precision there for Hisoka. Precision go Burt, quite literally. Think of some new gear by station. Not getting a huge amount of intel there because the player cam blocking the way, but you know.
You can see all these pings. They are all in the same building. Everyone is stacked up right now. They're just taking their time, frying away.
And a classic look here, Chris, at I mean, what feels like a map that we may have been on, you know, if in the past, because of the sort of the feel, the vibe, but at the same time, Area 99, brand new. Can't wait to see more of it.
Absolutely. Let's check back in with our TCL Power Hour to see how we're doing so far.
Right now, our creators are trying to compete with these 9 challenges while in the middle of this battle royale. We've got a couple of them that are done. There we go. Dedicated melee done. Gunfighter wildcard elimination. Can we get that? And a combat axe, Chris. We've given away some TVs.
We need to see the combat axe elimination. 7 televisions already awarded. 2 more to go. And that gunfighter wildcard. That's going to be tough for us to track, but we're doing our best. We got admins all over the place.
I was going to say, that's not our job, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, tweet hashtag COD next
and hashtag TCLXCOD sweepstakes to enter. The full rules are below, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go to a quick break, but don't go anywhere. More Warzone action right after this.
Play like a pro on a big screen TV up to 98 inches from TCL, the official TV of Call of Duty. Share the wins. Elgato, the official streaming partner of Call of Duty. AMD, official CPU and GPU partner of Call of Duty Next. Herman Miller Gaming is happy to be the chair provider for Call of Duty Next. Today's players are sitting in Herman Miller Gaming embodied chairs. Check out which gaming chair is best for you at hermanmiller.com/gaming. Triumph, official motorcycle partner of Black Ops 6. Customize your typing. Drop, the official keycap partner of Call of Duty.
Doesn't matter what weapon put on, Team Biffle are your champions. Here shortly pushes the fight. No! 120 players on land, some of the greatest Warzone players of all time.
Welcome back to Call of Duty Next. I'm Miles, this is Puckett, and if you're just tuning in, we're watching live gameplay of the new Resurgence map, Area 99. But what you just saw was a little bit of a teaser for the upcoming World Series Warzone Finals. We're going to Vegas, baby.
It's going to be so sick. A live competition at its best. You're going to see a lot of these familiar names that are here for Black Ops 6 today, competing for serious money.
Serious cash and a lot of love there. But Area 99, we're going back in, Chris. We've got lots to see still. Joe Woe, we gave him some love earlier. Let's give him some more love now.
Okay, and already he is pushing for double-digit eliminations. They're just murking their way through the lobby. Yep. Once again, the highest we saw was Repulse and crew. They dropped some 50 bombs as a trio. What is this team put together?
This was a very strong team. Team Iceman, Isaac, Joe Woe, stays of the Warzone world. If you've never watched them before, then feast your eyes on three absolute monsters. And there's a lot of monsters in this play, Chris. DC's bumping.
Joe Woe going for the selfie. Shouldn't be a problem, or is it? Nope, he gets run up on. As you can take a look at everybody playing here. What's up, everybody? This is Washington, D.C. This is Call of Duty Black Ops 6, and you are looking at some new fun that we are seeing on the big stage.
Dr. Lupo breaking the Hippocratic Oath and trying to find some kills over here in Area 99. He's the player on the right-hand side of your screen. That is some laser focus. The shot's not enough, though, as the high ground will be his downfall. Seriously, though, it's an unbelievable experience here at COD Next. Again, we wish you could join us, but quite frankly, we don't have the space because we've got 215 creators in here, Chris.
I was like, can I bring my wife and kid? They're like, no room for anyone but workers, and for good reason. I understand it now that we filled this place up. And I'm looking through here. I was just noticing the rest of Dr. Lupo's lobby. Team Summertime. Blake's out on his own, but that was George playing with Hitch. Love to see it.
Zogoro now on your screen. We saw him hitting some sweet snipes in the multiplayer segment. Now the same thing. Oh, that was so close. Wouldn't that have been ideal, folks? But yeah, snipes here in the world of Warzone, obviously a big deal. Nice shot. Chrissy goes down. And now the pressure applied. That's going to be the precision. I mean, it's like... it's just all the makings of a good Warzone map, Chris. We've got some nice high ground to play with here. We've got ourselves these great big open spaces, a lot of lovely transitional elements, like a laneway from POI to POI, and secret tunnels.
Absolutely. You may be familiar with this weapon. It's gone by the name of the Ames 85. You can see the new sniper, the LR762,
bang,
also
bang.
here. as Zog is fully loaded, ready to unleash some fury, just waiting for challengers to potentially be dropping back in. Here's his first opportunity.
I mean, that's the gorgeous thing about Resurgence, right? I mean, you've got to make sure you keep your team alive at this point in time. Again, some nice changes there to the user interface. We're going to keep bringing this up, folks. These are the new elements here in Black Ops 6. Lovely looks there across the board. As everyone's got a little different vibe. Some of the mini-maps are square, some of them are round, some of them are at the bottom of the screen, right above that sort of bearing tape. Very, very exciting stuff here at Zogaro. Not that exciting as he just waits to get back into the game. But Timothy Tatman, what have you got?
Let's see it, Timmy. Self-revive, smart. Focus on yourself. Go for a little strike damage. Precision. It's definitely good commit.
Tim's wearing the Warden skin.
I can precision it, hang on.
And that voice line was great. Requesting recon. Precision airstrike incoming.
This is how you push the pod, Miles.
The pod's
you
getting
blow
absolutely
it up,
getting
push
pounded.
up to the fence.
The pod's being pulverized right now. Go on, Tim. Be brave, Tim.
This is a tough final circle to go against.
The world is watching.
More free points falling in if he can hit the shots. The burst not quite clean enough.
That's a fun weapon. That's the SWAT 556. A bit of a burst weapon here in BO6. Plenty of love, though. Oh, guys, there's just so much. There's so much to get through still, and we're talking Warzone. There's no better folks to talk about Warzone than the guys on the desk right now.
Welcome back to the desk. We are thrilled to have Raven and Treyarch joining us now to talk about Call of Duty Warzone and some of the key updates that will be coming to us in Season 1. I'm excited to welcome to the desk Pete Actipes, Lawrence Metten, and Ted Timmons. Guys, the excitement in here over Area 99 and some of the gameplay we've seen has been awesome so far.
Yeah, you guys having fun?
Oh, this is fantastic.
Let's loosen up a little bit over here. Let's chill out a bit. I saw Ted walk out. He was taking pictures, posting online.
Ted's been taking selfies, you know. The rest
Ted's
of
been
us
walking
are
around with a, was it a disposable camera?
You got to do it for the gram, right?
You got to do it for the gram. That's how you know we're in the 90s. All right, well, gentlemen, we have had a chance to cover a lot of the global systems that we're going to be seeing in Black Ops 6 today. Of course, that includes Omni movement. Said it like 1,500 times now, and for good reason, because it really is a big deal, and it is coming to Warzone. We've seen some incredible moments there, Pete. I mean, really, this has just changed the way that we play the game.
Absolutely. So for this year, our core design pillars really revolve around fluidity, simplification of systems, and player agency. So when we heard about Treyarch's global systems coming this year to Black Ops 6, we were really excited about the play potential that this could bring to Warzone, specifically with Omni movement, right? So if you think about it, just having the ability to dive, slide, and sprint in any direction, it's a real game changer. It's going to add a new dynamic element to the way players will engage in the combat. We've already seen a ton of clips in multiplayer. We've seen it in the first match already. Like, it's just going to go bananas.
It's basically just the way I'm going to lose all my ones. It's because of Omni movement. I'm telling you, it's like I'm going to get absolutely cooked. I can't wait to get cooked though.
The Omni movement is just one of the many systems coming from Black Ops 6. You talked about the global systems. And one of the most exciting new features that will be debuting across the titles are global weapon builds. Lawrence, you mentioned this earlier in the multiplayer section. This is a huge quality of life change. What does it mean for players?
Yeah, so global weapon builds make it easier than ever to create and maintain and access your weapons wherever you play, whether it's multiplayer, zombies, or Warzone. Every gun you create in Black Ops 6 or Warzone is a global weapon build by default and connected everywhere you can use it. So you can slot it into a loadout. If you make an edit to that global weapon build, it applies everywhere it's equipped.
Amazing.
Massive. No longer going in one by one, loadout by loadout, and keeping your guns up to date. Global weapon builds also exist outside of loadouts. So if you swap, let's say, your short-range XM4 build out of a loadout in exchange for maybe Latanto SMG, but you can go back to that XM4 at any time. It's a permanent creation and really makes it easier than ever for players to maintain their guns. And if you're that player who jumps into Black Ops 6 at launch, has your favorite guns, has your favorite weapon builds, when Season 1 drops and the Warzone integration happens, you can easily bring over all of those guns.
That's huge.
Super easily.
I think
absolutely huge.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned Tanto XM. I feel like that's might be the meta in the room at the moment, ironically. But
I know, it's great. You're hearing everyone talk about it. It's wild. But now we have a lot of things that are coming, over as part of, the shared experience that we're going to be seeing with Black Ops 6. And there are going to be a few specific things as well that we're going to be seeing, like perks and loadouts. They're going to be working a little bit differently, in Warzone. So, Pete, why don't you just take us through that, how that's going to play out, how that's going to look for the players?
Yeah, there's quite a few changes happening this year in terms of loadouts.
Okay.
First and foremost, wildcards are coming to Warzone. We're really excited about this because we really feel that this is going to be disruptive in a good way to how players kind of strategize and think about which loadouts to take and how they build them. So the two that we're showing off today are Overkill and Gunfighter. So Overkill is back. Used to be a perk, but now it is a classic, and this time it lives on as a wild card. So for those that don't know, Overkill allows you to take 2 primary weapons with 5 attachments on it. You might want to do that. Like, there might be an engagement that you might want to get into, and you have an AR, SMG, sniper, shotgun, whatever suits your fancy. You can make that choice right there and then. But if you don't want to do that, we're also showing off another wild card today, and that's Gunfighter. Gunfighter allows you to have 1 primary weapon and 1 pistol, and the primary weapon can have up to 8 attachments. So if you really think about it, if you take the right kind of weapon and put on the right type of attachments on it, that might be the thing that turns the tide in a fight.
I have a feeling a lot of people are going to use Gunfighter.
Absolutely. We also have more that's coming, and we'll talk about those as we get closer to launch.
For sure.
Those wild cards are going to be built specifically for Warzone in mind.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
So more coming as we look to the live seasons post-launch. But Ted, one of the things you've done is actually revisit some of the underutilized perks and, kind of look at how we might use them for this chapter.
Yeah, so our design team looked at the equip rates of all of the perks over the last year and just how players have used them. And we've taken what would previously have been bottom tier perks, clearly not much value, combined some of them together. Some examples being, we took Combat Scout and Tracker. So for anyone who's familiar with it, Combat Scout is when you hit someone, you ping them, and we've combined them together just to be Tracker, because it felt like it's really the same play style, same player motivation. But we think the one that everyone in here is going to love, it's got a new name, Sprinter, and we basically combined what would be movement perks from the previous game. So things like double time. There's a perk that we have in the game at the moment where when you're downed, you move quicker. And then on top of that, we've added infinite attack sprint.
Oh, boy.
So we think that's going to be a huge pick rate. And in the pre-brief, when we talked to some of the creators, the eruption for that piece was just phenomenal. So.
With Omni movement on top of all of that, we're going to see some pretty exciting movement in the game. But Lawrence, one quick thing I want to touch on. Classic Prestige coming to Warzone. This is new for us.
Yeah, so Classic Prestige in Black Ops 6 is truly a global system. Whether you're playing multiplayer, zombies, or Warzone, you're earning XP towards your next Prestige. And we've never had Classic Prestige in Warzone. It's a first for the franchise. Really excited to see how Warzone players engage with the system.
Wow. The fact that Prestige is just going to be there in general, I can keep things going. I don't have to worry about going to one area. I'm stoked. I'm in. This is great. This is great.
And it's not the only thing that we have in Warzone, because for the very first time, Warzone is getting its own dedicated camo track.
Are you serious?
Lawrence, we're pumped about this. We're seeing these mastery camos right here. They're sick.
Yeah, so I mean, as you guys have been seeing through the broadcast, we've been going big with mastery camos this year. We have an updated camo system, and for the first time ever in Warzone, you will have dedicated camos you can only earn in Warzone. Camo challenges geared towards things you can do in Warzone. This is your first look at Abyss.
Sick.
It's dynamic. It changes when you shoot it. 4 all new mastery camos that we've never had before. Can only be earned in Warzone.
Yeah, I love all the dynamic camos that we've been seeing here. Really creative, just fun. Always a little special thing you get when you shoot your gun and you see colorful things pop up. It's a nice feeling. It's a nice feeling. All right, now we have a lot to be excited for in this chapter, but especially in terms of what's going to be coming with Black Ops 6 here. But you know what? I like new features. What could we be expecting here coming to Warzone in regards to new features here? Who wants to take it?
So the big one, it's like a new old one. Is, there's no more backpack.
Oh, okay.
So this will be a huge change to the way that the game is played. We really reflected on the last 3 years, and I'm not kidding. We had like a 3-day design meeting on the backpack. And it just gave us an opportunity to look at the history of Warzone today, and we really felt that with all this fluidity that's coming in with this brand new Black Ops 6 experience, did we want people like stowing stuff and doing inventory management, or do we just want people to like pick stuff up smoothly, run with it, and just go with it? So we're really excited about this new old play style.
What's old is new again. Yeah, I love it.
Always. We see here on screen that with the backpack changes, we're returning to the original armor satchel and also the ammo storage in terms of inventory.
Yeah, and you know, as Pete was saying earlier, this like player agency, fluidity, etc. It just gave us that chance to think about, okay, the backpack had a ton of positives. Some of those were that you could carry more ammo, could carry more ammo. So not only have we added the armor satchel that the OGs might remember, there's now this ammo satchel, and the best part is that they're additive. So if you find one, you can pick it up, find another, pick that up, and you're just constantly making yourself better. The same goes for the perks. I don't think we really touched on it too much, but a number of the perks that people can equip in the loadout menu can be found in ground loot.
Oh.
And again, they're all additive.
So they're stackable. You can stack the perks that you're picking up out of the ground loot.
That's also going to change the sandbox.
The satchels with armor and ammo.
And then for the real hardcore players, they're still specialists. So don't worry, there's still the one thing to bind them, I guess. The one perk to bind them.
Don't worry. Yeah, we've got it. We got it. You know, again, there are things we've been introduced to that are coming to Black Ops 6 that are also coming to Warzone. But again, they work a little bit differently in Warzone as a mode. They've been tuned up specifically for the BR Resurgence experience. And one of those things is dedicated melee, Pete.
Yeah, so we're really excited about bringing the dedicated melee back to, or into Warzone. So this is a new feature that you'll see in your loadout when you go and customize it. The cool thing about this is right on rip, if you drop in, you will have this as part of your default loadout. So once you land, you can equip the dedicated melee by holding the melee button down. The best part about it is when you have it equipped, you will also get unlimited tac sprint.
Oh, snap.
So this is our second way of giving you unlimited tac sprint, right? And what we love about this is now you have more agency, more options and strategy in how you want to play. So if you find yourself in a situation where you need to rotate, if you need to get out of a sticky like combat scenario, or if you want to make a tactical advancement somewhere, you can.
Yeah.
And the cool thing here is once you customize your loadout, you can customize your dedicated melee as well.
That is, I mean, famously, we all know you run faster with a knife out.
Absolutely.
So, you know, that I think goes without saying here. The fact that that's coming in, oh man, I'm stoked. That's so good.
We're looking at some gameplay here, which has been awesome to see everyone playing Resurgence on Area 99. But we got to show off a little bit in multiplayer. We saw some things happening in the winner circle and the MP matches. But Ted, emotes and sprays also coming.
New old.
New old.
You know, we had them in the early days of Warzone, but now it's with a twist. So the emotes are third person. Don't worry. We have made sure there's a slow into and out, so you can't peek.
No peeking.
My man.
Keeping us
My man. Remember those blackout days?
Yes, right. And then when it comes to the sprays, it goes, you know, as Peter was saying earlier about this agency, a big part of agency is that ability to self-express.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I asked Lawrence was, you know, a few years ago, a birthday, my friends and I jumped into Warzone. My squad sprayed me, so damn Rich and Craig, thank you for that. And I ran around looking like a clown. And I asked Lawrence earlier in the week, I was like, can you still spray an operator? And he said,
definitely. Yeah. So, I mean, there wouldn't be sprays back in Warzone without that. If you're like me and you think spraying all your opponents in the gulag before the gulag matchup starts gives you an advantage.
That's big brain thinking.
It's back.
Tag
you can do it.
I like to tag my targets.
So my next birthday is going to be reliving my old birthday.
Oh, that's awesome. So, all right, well, Ted, you know, something that it really has always stuck out to me with Raven and the work that you guys do, you guys put a lot of attention toward that quality of life, right? Quality of life updates. What are going to be those for Warzone that the community can really, you know, chop the bit on and get excited for?
Yeah, over the last couple of years, I think the community's really resonated with our quality of life efforts. And I think this year going forward, we've got a massive list for season 1 coming up. But it's also a cross-studio effort. Not only is it Raven and Treyarch, I don't know if our friends at High Moon and Beanox are watching. If you are, like, thank you so much for everything that you do for Warzone. Warzone. But things like seamless ascenders, seamless horizontal zip lines, again, fluidity, really a real focus. And yeah, we just can't wait to show like the improved inventory, UI, etc., etc. There's a lot.
So much work being put into it.
The patch notes is going to be a big one. Yeah. So prepare, get a cup of tea, and sit down and read the patch notes when they come out.
Well, you know I love me some patch notes, but speaking of Season 1, we know one thing the community has been asking for, Pete, is the return of Battle Royale ranked play. And we had previously said the end of the year. So I got to ask you, do you have any updates for us?
I sure do. So, you know, we've really evaluated the last few years of what we've been doing with ranked as a system.
Yeah.
We've started out with the foundation, and we like the foundation, but we want to build upon that. So we're happy to like continue our work with Treyarch here and really build upon the infrastructure that's already there. So we're rebalancing and retooling the ranked experience, and we're happy to announce that ranked Battle Royale is coming to Season 1 during Season 1 on Urzikstan.
It's always great. I mean, a lot of great updates coming to ranked play in both multiplayer and Warzone this year. It's always awesome when our ranked play teams at Raven and Treyarch get together and collaborate on a Warzone ranked mode, and really excited to share more as we get closer to launch.
And that means we got all the toys
I'm excited.
from Black Ops 6, like Omni Movement coming to Big Map Ranked.
It's going to change it up.
I mean, honestly, I can't think of anything better. Unreal stuff. I mean, thank you, Ted, Lawrence, Pete. Thank you guys so much for joining us here today. We look forward to the next chapter of what we're going to be seeing in Warzone. Man, I mean, how do you top that? That is wild stuff.
Well, Alex, I got one more thing. And before we let you go, here it is. This spring, we'll be celebrating an incredible 5 years of Warzone. And on behalf of all of us who work to bring the Warzone experience to life each day, thank you for playing. It only feels right that to celebrate this milestone, we gotta go back to our roots, which is why I am happy to officially confirm that the iconic 2020 launch map from the original Call of Duty Warzone, Verdansk, will return spring 2025.
Chat's popping off right now. I'm 100%.
Stay tuned for more information on this next year. Casters, back to you.
Whoa! We're back, baby! We're going Superstore.
Wow.
Yeah, we can go Superstore. We can go to Dam. We can go to Hangars. Big fave of mine.
Yeah. Can we
I'm
be
a big
serious,
Dam
though?
person.
Boneyard? It is so cool for them to be listening to the community and bringing back the favorites. I know a lot of the Warzone players have been talking about this for a minute. Everyone very familiar with the original Warzone map.
Who could forget all that time stuck indoors playing Warzone? Not me, folks, but yeah, a lot of fun. Verdansk coming back 2025. Get in your calendars, fam. Oh no, FIFA, what happened to you?
Right now,
back to reality.
Area 99 has been the place of the most recent combat. But let's take a look at what's happening here on the big scale. Ali, you've been watching all of these players around. What is your takeaway in Resurgence? What's working out there?
I mean, what's working right now is just some of these squads are playing really scared, surprisingly so. I was sat behind Noisy Brother. She was going to be squatted up over there with Tim the Tapman, and they were on the hunt. They were constantly in fights with Iceman Isaac. Like, where the heck is everybody else? Clearly afraid of the competition.
I will say I'm very happy the old inventory system's back. It's absolutely unbelievable. Also, Satchel's coming back. Like, with Verdansk coming in, you know, these refined, like, old new, as Ted Timmons put it, it just feels so good that these aspects being back in Warzone.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Ain't broke, don't fix it, but if it ain't old, sometimes the new can be all done. And you know what I'm excited to see as well? Such a fluid game like this, eliminating the need to sort of take a standstill and hit your backpack is really nice. And I just can't wait.
And honestly, Area 99, like, what's crazy about this is I haven't been a big Warzone player, but this has made me want to load in so bad. As an original COD gamer, as an original Black Ops gamer, always looking forward to the new Nuketown map and multiplayer to see its birthplace put here in the position of Warzone. It looks incredible. And I heard it's a little bit smaller than Rebirth, so you're talking circles, smaller, a lot more people, a lot more engagement.
I'm just watching Swag frag out. They just had a jailbreak over there on the right side of your screen. He is just shooting them out of the sky. Currently, the squad is lighting it up on the leaderboard. We saw a 50 bomb to start the day. Still waiting for a first 60 bomb. Jailbreaks make it possible.
And, you know, I was walking around looking at some of the screens. The late game with the Omni movement is absolutely ridiculous. So you can peek corners, run around. I think, Miles, you saw they were in one of the classic Nuketown buildings, Nuketown rooms. It just looks so good.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, man. Watching Swag now, keeping the boys fresh. He's got a couple of UAVs to work with here, another care package there. Precision. Watch out, folks. Looking at that minimap, it's going to be very,
that was
very
his
hot.
own.
Spicy.
That was his own precision, by the way.
Look at the size of the circle. 18 for Swag in this game alone.
You want to watch some fast frenetic gameplay, as we call it? Swag is a guy to watch. Him and his squad, J Smooth and Chica, trying to get it done here. We're down to the very end. So we're going to see that movement put on full display.
Dude, and this is non-stop. I'm really enjoying that long-range XM4 build, that huge barrel on that thing. He is swinging it so far in.
And you heard them talking about the wild cards, which I think is awesome as well. Primary Gunfighter being able to run 8 attachments. We're going to see some absolutely stacked builds. And some of these weapons are just going to do damage from range.
I just want to see the perks that are stacked. That sounds ridiculous. Be a super soldier.
Yeah, this is a crazy rotation here for Swag. He's got to make his way. He and his team across the wall here. They got players all around him. UAV in the back pocket still once this one ends. So these guys, they're on the prowl.
Final squad.
If they win this, they will have the advantage going to the next zone.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
That was it.
There they are.
Show us the stats. That was a big one. It might not be 51, Chris. That's the record we've seen so far in the day.
Chica is a monster across multiple BRs. Would not be surprised to see her in the double digits right there with the fellows. And 14 for J Smooth, 21 for Swag, and 10 bomb coming out of Chica. 45 ain't bad at all.
Not bad at all.
Nothing wrong with that, folks.
And they needed that because I saw a tweet from Methods, and he said, I'm just farming these Warzone kids. So the Warzone community needed to turn up here, okay?
Remember
so
the 1v1s, huh? What happened in the 1v1s, huh, Zen?
That is true. The Warzone community dominated the 1v1s versus our pro players.
I know, I just threw my boy under the bus, but I be like that sometimes. Breadman on the right-hand side of your screen, he's had a great time. One of the players we talked about, Chris, coming into today, like, oh, we want to see him snipe, and we did. It was fun.
Absolutely. Breadman, one of the mouse and keyboard warriors out there. He is so fun to watch. He could just snap on anybody. And I asked him, how does it feel? He's like, honestly, it's taken me a minute to get used to it, but I'm really liking it, with a huge smile across his face.
That's what Omni movement looks like, that left to right sprint there. You can see it's a little different, you know, in the animation. And we're talking to the tryout guys, the amount of animation and thousands of different versions of how to run left, how to run right. It must be insane.
And speaking of animations, I was standing behind somebody over here on our side of things, and they were testing what it was like to do an animation around they were facing a wall, and they did an animation, and they could peek the left and right side of the corners without being seen. So they didn't know if that was purposeful, and they're like, it takes you a second to get into that animation, but once you do, you have an insane peripheral.
And there's a ton of settings to go in and change when it comes to your movement. So when you get your hands on it in the beta this weekend, have some fun. Figure out what works for you.
I'm so ready to stop hitting the sprint button. I'm just going to be sprinting nonstop around this map.
And I'm happy that we're watching Breadman right now, because we've seen a lot of controller players, seeing the keyboard players use that Omni movement, how they're going to adjust with it. It's just an evolution.
Breadman, Lula, Kane, Brown. We're getting towards the end of this one. 9 players remaining, 4 squads.
True or false, he hits this next shot.
And he's got the combo, the LR and the aims.
He's got and that aims is stacked for range, man. Look at that bad boy.
As you mentioned, right now the wild cards are you can run primary gunfighter.
He hit it.
Attachments,
He
or you
get
can
it.
overkill, which I think he's running overkill, Miles.
Nailed it. I mean, that's a big one. This is a huge moment here. We see another squad win. Watch out for the players up top. Oh, Breadman. He wants it. A man who used to have.
Is he by himself? Where's his teammates at?
Teammates to the right. They have zone. They're securing it for him. He's just trying to play
one-man army right now.
Another down.
He's doing a perfect
job.
Double bam.
Triple bam? No, only double.
I like the medals, though.
Got to get out of this. Got to get out of the gas.
Look at the situation they're in. There's 3 buys behind them. They do have money, so
That's
if anybody dies,
crazy.
the buyback is coming in right away, and they have zone. So Breadman and his squad looking like they're going to secure this dub.
Armor box, always nice to have late game here. Keep the squad feeling fresh. Oh, another big rotation. Nearly the same one we saw Swag's team have. So they've got to vacate this low ground, get up over that large bit of wall, and get into the next circle.
Yeah, that's going to be the hardest thing right now, is that they know where they are. But with Breadman hitting shots like that, I don't think they really need to worry about it. UAV is still popped, and there is some cracks going in. He'll take some shots himself, and his teammates got to give him some help in this situation.
The rotation is going to pull them back up top, so they have to fight the zone and their opponent. Does he have a gas mask? It doesn't look like it, so he's in a very tough spot as he makes his rotation.
And Kane is following him right through the storm here.
They made us like get on their roof.
Kane Brown popping the UAV could be the game changer here.
It's still a little bit of journey there towards safety. Precision, a dangerous place to be in right now. The circle, though, oh, a bit of high ground. Bread, man, this ain't your first rodeo.
I gotta ask, how did they let them get in this position? The enemy team had them in a box in the lower ground, and now they've somehow snuck their way through the gas. They're gonna be on the roofs, and this is, I think, gonna be a 2v2 right now. A couple of gunfights going out, but that circle is still closing in slowly but surely on the enemy team.
Well, he's got the position, and Kane Brown has his 6. Oh, the attacks are out. Can he do it?
A full concuss.
They know where they are.
Kane down low. Here comes the feed.
That's going to be one.
Squad wiped.
We got one more to beat.
Got one more.
Kane's pushing in. Let's get aggro, Bread.
Just trying to watch that inside. They're going to come from inside.
It's a 3v2.
Kane down. Kane gets a little bit aggressive. You see Breadman trying to lock in.
He's getting the damage from the circle, though.
There's one.
He's got one left.
1v1.
Nice.
He knows what he's doing. He said, Kane, go do your thing. Distract him.
39. Well, folks, that is that. That does it for the TCL Power Hour. All challenges complete, which means that 9 lucky folks at home will receive a 65-inch TV. Thank you very much, TCL, by the way. It would be nice, but okay, we'll take that. 4 on the stage would be ideal. We'll be right back, folks, with more after this quick break with even more Warzone. Don't go too far.
Play like a pro on a big screen TV up to 98 inches from TCL, the official TV of Call of Duty. Share the wins. Elgato, the official streaming partner of Call of Duty. AMD, official CPU and GPU partner of Call of Duty Next. Herman Miller Gaming is happy to be the chair provider for Call of Duty Next. Today's players are sitting in Herman Miller gaming and body chairs. Check out which gaming chair is best for you at hermanmiller.com/gaming. Triumph, official motorcycle partner of Black Ops 6. Customize your typing. Drop, the official keycap partner of Call of Duty.
Welcome back, everyone, to Call of Duty Next. And mobile gaming has revolutionized the way that we play, from staying connected with our homies to grinding camo challenges on the go. You truly have the ability now to take Call of Duty anywhere you can possibly go to. Never miss a moment, always have fun. It's always a good time. But let's go ahead and take a look, a deeper look at some more of what's happening with both Call of Duty Mobile and Warzone Mobile. That's right, we talked about that last year, and we're out here in full swing here, folks. Let's go ahead and take a look.
Never fumble with the beat though. Coming in hot while they struggling to reload. Rock your whole town, shake the ground with the lead flow. We not back in town, you can go and tell your people. They wanna test me, they wanna see who the best be. Okay, step up, bring the energy. Yeah, you ready? Yeah, you better be. Yeah, you wanna test me? You wanna see who the best be? Okay, step up, bring the energy. Yeah, you ready?
And we are now joined by representatives from the mobile team at Call of Duty. Let's welcome to the stage here. We got Chris Plummer as well as Tom Hess and Sarah Bork joining us to talk about all things mobile. How you guys feeling today?
We're excited to be here.
Yeah, great. Yeah, I mean, this is wild stuff. I mean, the venue, it's still
amazing.
Blows my mind. I just look over to my left and I see these gargantuan pillars that have so much history to them, but that is, of course, a story for another day. But it's so great to see how mobile gaming has just continued to grow. I mean, I got enamored by Call of Duty Mobile. It's like one of the first mobile games I actually took the time to sit down and really play. So firstly, I mean, what can you guys tell us about the experience, you know, this title, the growth that we've seen with it, the player growth? It's been incredible, man.
Well, we're just really excited to have two incredible games now to serve the broadest audience possible on mobile. We have Call of Duty Mobile, which has this colorful take on the franchise, just this incredible assortment of the best multiplayer maps from across Call of Duty. And it's also complemented by this vibrant original content to really make the overall offering unique and geared for mobile-first players. And then, of course, we have our newest title, which is Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. And this is powered by Call of Duty Tech. Yeah. So that means that, we have the connected progression, the connected content. We have a much more closer experience. This is really the closest thing that you can get to playing Warzone console or PC on a mobile device. And so we're just really glad to have both of these exciting titles to reach our audience around the world.
Yeah, and I mean, reach, you definitely have. So many people have played. Like I said for myself, Call of Duty Mobile, quite significant for me. One of the first mobile games that I've had the pleasure to be able to really sink my teeth into. So let's go ahead and take a quick peek at your guys' first mobile title, Call of Duty Mobile. Take a look. 5 years of Call of Duty Mobile. It is unbelievable. I still remember casting one of the first tournaments back in the day for the Call of Duty Mobile World Championship. It was such a great time. I had such a blast doing it. I got to really connect with a community that I had only interacted with on my phone before. What is it about COD-M that has allowed it to thrive for such a long time? And we saw right there 50 different seasons. I mean, that is just utterly absurd, man.
That's a big piece of it. But, Call of Duty Mobile, it really reimagined Call of Duty for mobile players. Yeah. And it's just really struck a chord. It's colorful, it's irreverent, it's awesome, it's beautiful, and it's just loaded with variety. There is so much content and so much to do. We touched on the multiplayer, but I mean, there's just so many multiplayer maps and modes. The best of the franchise has to offer that you can play, but it has this complementary aspect, which is really unique and content that's designed just for COD Mobile. So you combine that together, it's just this massive, rich experience where there's always something to do. With over 50 seasons, you touched on that. I mean, that is just a massive amount of content. Yeah. Always something you can do. And I know, our teams at Timmy Studios, at Solid State Studios, and across Activision that support this game are just so appreciative of the fans who have made Call of Duty Mobile so successful over the past 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, it truly is like a combination of all the greatest aspects of Call of Duty is COD-M. I've always loved it. It's great. But let's talk about what's next, though, for COD Mobile, right? Any big plans that we should be expecting for the rest of the year?
Absolutely.
I'm assuming so, with 50 seasons.
There's a ton happening in COD-M. So, Season 8 with Shadow Operatives is just about to kick off. That'll include a new Combine map. It'll have a new feature in the Mythic Echo system, which allows you to unlock some of the most elite customizable content in the whole game. We also have the Champs Finals coming up in October. That is always going to be a blast. We might even have some surprises there to announce later, but there's definitely a $1 million prize pool, so that's pretty cool. But
quite cool.
Honestly, though, what I'm most excited about is the 5th year anniversary. Yeah. 5 years is a big milestone. There is going to be just amazing content that is off the charts. It's always a big thing when the anniversary rolls around, but this is going to be the most content we've ever put out there. Players are going to be shocked, and I can't wait to see everyone in the game. So, we're not going to be shy about celebrating. We hope everyone is going to be there with us.
Yeah, I'm sure they will be. I know I will be there as well. I mean, look, mobile games have always been known for, quick, hey, play this for a little while, but COD Mobile has truly been a game, and I genuinely mean this, that I have sank my teeth into for such a long time, and I've really enjoyed it. But on the flip side to that, though, last time we were here, we were talking, yapping a little bit about some mobile gaming. You guys are getting ready for the worldwide launch of your own project, Call of Duty Warzone Mobile, which takes it to a whole nother level, man. How's it been? What have been the learnings that you guys have taken away from this?
Well, you know, millions of players have been able to get into Warzone Mobile since our worldwide launch. You know, the team just keeps finding awesome ways to keep improving the experience. A lot of that's driven by player feedback. You know, we're really tightly knit with our community. And, you know, they're telling us how excited they are about the ongoing seasons and these improvements, these quality of life improvements, the performance gains, all these things that keep raising the bar season after season.
Yeah.
And of course, all along the way, we're delivering these shared franchise battle pass experience with all that content and connected progression. And that works across all platforms, right? So the battle pass works for you no matter where you are. And that just makes it so authentic. But, you know, we're now in this new era where we're getting into, you know, the arrival of Black Ops 6 and the arrival of the new Warzone chapter. And this is going to allow us to more fully realize the connected vision of this game. And by that, we mean our studios across Beanox, Digital Legends, Solid State Studios, and Activision Shanghai Studios are now working even more closely and more integrated with the rest of the Call of Duty studios to deliver a more seamless experience, more seamless technology. And for players, what that means is like more of the same content, connected content in real time is going to be available. And even more importantly, the innovations that are being driven across the franchise will be available on mobile when they happen across the franchise. An example of that would be, that we all played Omni Movement today. It's awesome. You'll be able to play that on mobile the same time it's available on Warzone console and PC.
That is nuts.
We even saw the tease on Verdansk, you know, everybody's favorite map. We're excited to be on the same version of Verdansk with mobile as well. So we're just scratching the surface. All of us are just super appreciative of all the fans and players in our community who've supported Warzone Mobile since worldwide launch.
I mean, genuinely, I'm not like trying to blow smoke. It is very impressive that you guys have been able to take the PC and console experience and make that into a shared experience alongside mobile. And let's talk about that shared progression, right, Tom? Because that is like massive. Like I can finish my game on in my living room, go to my home office, play a little bit there, and then keep it going on the couch playing on my phone. That's wild.
Exactly. I mean, that is what is at the core of Warzone Mobile, right? It's about shared progression, and what that means is your progression through XP, ranking up your weapons, camo grinding, battle pass. That's all shared. You can go from your PC console over to your mobile device and continue where you left off. It's also about inventory, so your weapons that you have are available on both.
That's so cool.
And just shared across the entire franchise. So it really is COD on the go. And what we're excited about with Black Ops 6 is that we're just going to be even more connected than ever.
Yeah, well,
so we're really looking forward to that.
Let's dive into that. What does that mean? What is the, you know, especially we're here celebrating Black Ops 6, so what should fans be expecting as we get ready for a new game and a new era of Warzone Mobile?
Yeah, I mean, the big thing for us is Prestige is coming over. So players will be able to rank up from the 1 through 55. Same thing.
I can do it on my console?
To start on your console. Over on the weekend, if you're on the go, you can continue on your phone.
That's amazing.
You'll be able to choose if you want a Prestige 2. It'll work the same way. You'll be able to get the same rewards.
Unbelievable.
You know, different blueprints, skins, charms. All that stuff will be on mobile as well. We're really excited on the mobile side because it really gives the players a reason to keep leveling up and earning great rewards.
Just to think how far mobile gaming has gone, and you guys are really genuinely taking this to another level here, which has been just utterly fascinating to see it all, you know, kind of come together like this. But look, there was a lot of hype about Omni Movement today, Sarah. Everyone's talking about it. I made the joke, we talked about it 1,500 times. We're now making 1,600. But I got to ask, you know, you guys touched on it briefly. Omni Movement is coming to mobile, right? That just is,
of course.
Thank you.
Omni Movement is one of the greatest innovations that Black Ops 6 is bringing to the franchise. So of course we want to have our mobile player experience it as well. You've seen it, Omni Sprint, Omni Dive, Omni Slide, all of it. We're going to have on mobile with the best adaptation on the HUD. It's really important for us to share that awesome feature with, you know, Black Ops 6.
I mean, that just looks so freaky. It's just the fact that you're able to pull this off. And I wonder too, you know, I'm gonna be playing with my thumb sleeve, you know what I mean? Like does it feel as smooth as it looks? Because it looks fantastic.
Of course it feels great. It has a lot of speed, a lot of responsiveness. Overall, the experience is just more fluid. It really brings the action to you. So when you play, it does feel really smooth. But then when you look at the other people playing,
Yeah.
it just feels like you are in an action movie.
Yeah.
It really feels awesome.
Get to the chopper. Can't wait. It's going to be fantastic. Oh, man. All right. Well, now, obviously, with so much hype around Omni movement, there's also going to be a lot of excitement because we heard a lot of those global systems about loadouts and what could be expecting with that. So, yeah, let's talk a little bit about that. What are going to be the options that players have when it comes to their weapons as we get ready for Warzone Mobile and this new shift?
Yeah, I mean, we're really excited with the release of Black Ops 6 and the start of Season 1. Warzone Mobile will be introducing all 31 ranged weapons. We'll have 2 melee weapons right at the start. We have 5 ranged weapons and 2 melee weapons that players will be able to unlock and earn throughout that first season. So a lot of great weapons coming, a lot of new ways to play the game. A lot of new attachments and loadouts to try for players, so we're really excited that
Camos?
Yeah, we've got the Warzone specific camos, so we're really excited about that. And then the other thing that we have is all the Modern Warfare 2 and 3 weapons will still be available to players. So if you've earned that stuff, you still got access to it. So it's just going to be a weapon festival.
Yeah, you're just going to have all the toys, everything that you could possibly want here. Well, look, as the life cycle of Warzone Mobile continues to progress, as we've seen here, what are some of the goals that you and the team have, that you want to keep in mind, you want the players to keep in mind from the dev point of view?
Yeah, I mean, like Tom said, right? We want to have people be able to play Call of Duty Warzone everywhere.
Yeah.
So, of course, we want to continue to develop more feature to be much more closer with the PC and console. We want to improve much more the connectivity experience, but we also want to stay true to our mobile players. So we also want to, continue improving the existing system that we currently have. Like, for example, for Season 1, we're going to have a new refresh for all the menus to improve navigation based on the community feedback that we got, because as Chris mentioned, it's still very important for us to listen to the feedback that we get. And we're also continuing to improve the onboarding experience for our more casual player.
Yeah, that is huge because, you load up the game sometimes, you're like, what's happening right now? But now it's like you guys are just trying to make that a way more accessible experience. Exactly. And it really sounds like that's the crux of it, right? It's accessibility is the name of the game when it comes to Warzone Mobile and what you guys are doing.
Right.
Exactly.
Unbelievable, man. I constantly am blown away by what developers have been able to create, but just the fact that you guys are not able to just do that on console, on PC, but you're also able to do it on a freaking phone. It's just so damn cool. So thank you guys so much for joining us here today to talk all things Warzone Mobile, Call of Duty Mobile as well. It is an absolutely awesome time to be a mobile gamer. So I encourage you, if you've never had an opportunity to try out Call of Duty Mobile or Warzone Mobile, please check it out. I guarantee you will genuinely enjoy it. But there's so much to be excited about, so much to be pumped up for. And of course, I'm sure a lot of our COD-M and Warzone Mobile fans are going to be really stoked as well. But thank you so much, guys, for joining us here today. It's been absolutely incredible. And of course, we have our finale coming up next after this here for COD Next. So we'll see you guys in just a little bit. Don't go anywhere. We're going to talk about some of our favorite moments of today. And we'll see you on the other side. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Play like a pro on a big screen TV up to 98 inches from TCL, the official TV of Call of Duty. Share the wins. Elgato, the official streaming partner of Call of Duty. AMD, official CPU and GPU partner of Call of Duty Next. Herman Miller Gaming is happy to be the chair provider for Call of Duty Next. Today's players are sitting in Herman Miller Gaming Embody chairs. Check out which gaming chair is best for you at hermanmiller.com/gaming. Triumph, official motorcycle partner of Black Ops 6. Customize your typing. Drop, the official keycap partner of Call of Duty.
Welcome back, everyone, to Call of Duty Next. And wow, what an incredible day it has been. We've seen some awesome gameplay. We got some cool reveals, a ton of stuff to talk about here, and everything that's coming out, all things Call of Duty. It's been excellent here. And now we're joined, totally not rushed, totally walked over here in a very calm manner. Our lovely commentators here for today. We got Puckett and Miles joining us, guys. How you doing? You feeling you get to go a little brisk? sprint in there?
Between getting here and also the Oculus that we've been working on all day, yeah, we've had a fantastic workout.
Infinite sprint.
Yeah, infinite sprint. Well, speaking of, hype things here, why don't we talk about, one of the craziest things, the best thing that I think everyone has been going nuts about. Miles, Omni moving, man. How stoked are you for this?
Well, look, I've had a decent amount of time playing it. I've had a decent amount of time watching it now, and I can safely say this is something that feels like it's always been in Call of Duty in a weird way, even though it's such a huge addition to the game.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like, I don't know. It feels so right.
Yeah.
Being able to move this quickly and this freely and just, oh, it's beautiful, man.
It does feel like it makes sense, which is super cool. Pucka, what about you? Favorite things?
I definitely think it was watching some of the best Warzone guys going toe-to-toe.
That last game was nuts. That was good.
No one is having a bad time. It is nothing but smiles throughout the whole venue. And the fact that they brought in all of these creators from around the world into one place, it's a special event.
Yeah. All right, Steph. You've been a part of this for such a long time. You're part of the team that built this event.
Yes. Next
so
is like my baby, but
what are you excited for?
I work with all the studios, so I don't have one favorite. I love all of my children equally, and I'm just so excited for Black Ops 6 and everything that's coming with it, including the live seasons, which I am definitely not allowed to talk about. However, I can't just wait to get on my couch and play beta with my friends, right? Like Miles said, like we've been able to get hands-on with this game just a little bit in the studios, in playtests. They've been awesome, but to actually have this out in the world, have it be real, be able to play beta with my friends and my family, maybe you guys, maybe
I'm actually very down. I'm very down.
I thought that was a weird maybe.
And then like launches right around the corner for Zombies, for Warzone. We got all this awesome stuff ahead of us, so I'm just hyped.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. And also, too, just seeing the way that all the studios have come together to make, because look, folks, I don't know if you know this, but making a video game is very hard. It's very, very difficult. So to see so much cross collaboration, I'm sure for you has to feel like a particular, a bit of joy, because it's like, hey, all these people came together to make this incredible thing.
So many studios and folks at Activision all across the board, working on all different projects and stuff we've had in the pipeline. Obviously, getting to announce the return of Verdansk, kind of a personal highlight.
It's kind of dope. Because I know you were like big in that original Warzone.
Everyone on Twitter, it's happening.
Like, I don't get that nervous anymore, but I was doing a little, like it's a huge moment.
You guys knocked it out of the park.
2025.
Hell yeah, 2025.
Exciting stuff.
It's going to be dope. It's going to be dope. Of course, folks, we also saw, I think the passion here from our creators, right? Everyone being just so in love with what we're seeing. I've come across a few folks, asked them how they're feeling. To what you said, Puckett, very true. It was like instant joy. It was like, yes, no, this is awesome. I'm having a really good time playing this. You're seeing it in the faces of a lot of players, too. It's been genuinely fun.
And if anyone got the chopper gunner during Zombies, I thought that's the happiest I've ever seen a human being. Yes. Everyone was just beaming smiles.
You mean to tell me I could be above ground shooting zombies with a giant machine gun?
Absolutely.
Sign me the hell up, baby. I'm all about that.
The mangler, or like the mutant injection mangler on mangler violence as well. Like that was, we got to see a couple of those on stream, and Zombies this year. So excited.
Nameless has never played one, and we're like, dude, you are coming in.
We're gonna get him in
on this one. It is so good.
Yesterday, I was watching you guys playing, and Nameless was like just going off.
Yeah. I'm all. Just say one thing that I'm excited for, real quick. Warzone Mobile.
We forgot to ask you.
I'm pumped. I know. No one asked me. I'm just a fleshy meat bag that throws a commercial break. That's all I am. But you know what, guys? I'm genuinely stoked for Warzone Mobile. The fact that level of connectivity exists on the cell phone is absolutely absurd. It is so freaking cool. But folks, that is going to do it for us here today. I mean, what a day it's been. But let's go ahead, though, real fast and take a look at some of the best reactions of the day with our TCL Best Reacts. Let's go ahead and take a see what we have over here.
Let's go! Come on, baby! 20 bomb! 20! Come on! Ah! I'm him! Let's go, baby! Ah! First W, ladies and gentlemen. Black Ops 6 Warzone, 20 kill W. None of that weak shit, 20 kill W.
All right, hello everybody. I'm standing right now in front of a very large television with Destroy, which I believe you're actually taking this bad boy home based on some of your reactions today. And I'm guessing the reactions are because is looking pretty good out there in game. How are you feeling about it?
I'm feeling amazing. I've been really enjoying myself out here playing the game. I've been playing with my boy Z and my girlfriend one day, and we've been having a great time running into other creators, trying out the new movement, and it's just been really fun having a new feel for a game, especially with all the new guns and stuff like that. I've really been enjoying myself.
Have you been enjoying, obviously, everything that's kind of come about? It's been 4 years in the making. What are some of the standouts for you?
Yeah, so I actually attended the last two COD Next as well. I really enjoyed this one. It seems like COD is always trying to go above and beyond. Some of the major standouts, our hotel is beautiful, the spot that they have us staying at. When we came to the event, we had a nice little private motorcade that was awesome to get to the event, as well as just the support from the people that are here and working. They just want to see us have a good time, and it's been a great time all around.
I love to hear that. Well, Destroy, congratulations. This is going home with you for incredible reactions. We're going to head on back to the desk to get this one back underway.
All right, what microphone do I need to yell into so I can get myself a TV, right? TCL? I need to do this right now. Bucket, we're going out there.
Destroy is so hype, and he's a big dude. So how big is that TV? It was almost to his shoulder, bro.
I hope you didn't pack a carry-on, because,
yeah. That's true. Might get that one home.
Oh, man. All right. Well, I mean, there's still a little bit more to talk about here. Steph, we got the beta.
Beta is right around the corner. Pre-order now and get open beta early access or subscribe to select Game Pass plans. We're kicking off on August 30th, and we've got these 2 weekends with early access and then open beta kicking off on September 6th. And you can jump into the beta starting Friday. I cannot wait. Like I said, preload
this
today.
Friday? Yeah.
Like this Friday.
Preload.
Right around the
Preload.
We're flying home. We're getting on beta.
Yes.
That's how it works.
I'm just excited because I get to be here for a beta. I'm always working when a beta's going on, so it's just really nice to finally be here to be a part of this. And yeah, I mean, what an incredible event this has been. But I know, Steph, it takes an army to make this happen.
Yeah, I just want to give a quick shout out. I want to say a quick list of thank yous. It takes so many of us to make Call of Duty Next happen. Of course, so many awesome teams across Activision, our incredible development studio teams at Treyarch and Raven, who are here today, and all of our friends at home at the studios, our amazing creators from around the world for being here, and all of the hard work from the folks behind the camera here at the venue, our awesome broadcast and production teams.
You guys are awesome.
We'll see you all in beta, and also you guys are okay too.
Yeah, well, I'll take okay. I'll take okay. Decent. All right, folks. Well, we want to thank everyone at home who watched today, partaked, enjoyed what we put out here, and that is going to do it for us here at Call of Duty Next. What a joy it has been to be a part of this. But be sure, though, to hang around, because coming up immediately after this, we have our 5th annual Cold Bowl right here, and it's going to be so freaking dope. We got Cassie, everyone standing by for. We got Ghost Reflections, as well as Katie Bedford, going to be bringing you all the action. Make sure you check out, though, some of the top plays of the day, brought to you by AMD, and we'll see you next time.
Woo!
Those are some strong bushes. Oh my gosh.
Rain in the fire, rain in the fire. Rain in the fire. Rain in the fire, rain in the fire. Rain in the fire.
Tap, you can grab them as a meat shield. Watch this, like this right here. What's up? What's up? What's up? Dodie gang? Is that what I'm supposed to?
Ay, ay, ay.